Hello, historians. Welcome back to another version of Historically Haunted VODCAST. I should say season 3. It's the start of season 3, episode 1, season 3. Why? Well, because we're officially sponsored. We are sponsored. The guy paid for a full year sponsorship at $10 a week times 52 weeks. Do the math. He decided to sponsor me for a full year. And he is Donnie Green of Bauer and Green Logistics, which is a trucking company out of Florida. And he also drives for his family member, his brother, John Green, logistics company out of Florida. They're sponsoring the show. Donnie Green, who sponsored the show, is truck driver. He was the guy who drove the red truck in Pet Sematary. Stephen King, the original movie from Mary Lambert, the director, the female director, the one that killed Gage when he was flying the kite. Get the baby! And Gage gets fucking creamed. Donnie singing the Ramones, and he fucking hits the guy. Whoa! That truck has been refurbished. It's in Maine. Donnie's coming up to drive it on the 4th of July parade, and he's asked me to sit shotgun in it, and he's asked me to be the sponsor of the show and to be his agent. He's going to do meet and greet tours and stuff, and he wants me to do the dealing part. So what a fucking big year for the show, season 3, and I couldn't be off with better guests. These guys now coming on, specifically Doug, but all of them. Doug's been a fan of the show for a while. He tunes in almost every week. And of course, Dan and Zach, the whole crew at Haunted Souls with a Z Paranormal. They are all over the place on Facebook. They have a group page. They have a regular fan page. Hey, Betsy Brown. They also are on YouTube. And we're going to let these fucking cats talk about themselves. Without further ado, let me bring on Doug. What's up, Doug Severs?
Hey, Adam. How are you? Thanks for having me. Thanks for having us.
Good, brother. It's good to see you. If you guys all know Betsy, you always see Doug in chat, so it's good to see this fucking mug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So let's bring on your teammates. Let's bring on the guys who are going to rousel you. Let's bring on Zach and Danny Boy. What is up? Haunted Souls, fucking Paranormal.
Hey.
Oh, you got to add them. There we go. Computer's being slow. Hey, guys.
That was the shortest guest in history.
Technical difficulties.
There you go.
It's my fault. There they are.
What's happening?
We're so great. We got a second entrance.
Yeah.
What's up? Get back. I know. I got to hit the button. We got about 8 people watching. Linda Bernier says hi. Betsy Brown says, hey, Doug and crew, everybody.
Hey, guys.
So what's up, guys? I follow you guys. You guys are always going live on TikTok and YouTube, doing your thing, man. Pleasure to have you guys come on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
Watch you guys.
Absolutely. Love the name. Love the feel. It's almost like a biker feel, almost like a, you know what I mean? The whole Haunted Souls thing. You guys get that rough and tough look, but you're very, very authentic with a little bit of humor on the side, which is, I think, really cool and needed. So let's start around the room. Let's start low. Let's start with the homie Zach taking a sip. What got you started all in this, Zach? Was it a paranormal show? Was it as a kid? Did you see something? What got you into all this crazy shit?
I'm a big fan of just creepy stuff in general. History of the buildings, abandoned buildings, stuff like that. I never really saw anything as a kid. That was more my sister. And then whenever Dan started working for a company, I joined some ghost hunts, stuff like that, and I was hooked. So it was very, very simple process of let's do it ourselves.
It's one of those things you see on TV and it's like, I can fucking do that. That's cool. All you need is a little bit of balls and a couple of things of equipment and the time, you know what I mean? And then I think it kind of grows into the passion, which you guys obviously all have. So what about you?
Mine's a little different. Me and Zach are father and son. So also my daughter is also in our group and stuff. She's the third. She's one of the investigators. But as a kid, I experienced some stuff with a friend. His house was haunted. He had ghosts and stuff, and it was very intriguing. Of course, as being a skeptic at first, and had to be proven that it was true. And then as I got older, my daughter started seeing things.
Whoa!
Like none of my kids, all my parents have both died before I was 21. So none of my kids have seen their grandparents. So my daughter was 5, and I had a picture of my dad. And I brought that out, and she was like, "Oh, Papa Joe," and I was like, "Whoa, what do you mean?" And she's like, "Oh, he comes and plays with me." And I was like,
holy shit.
I'm like, first of all, if my dad's coming to my house, I need to know. I'm like, we need to have a talk about that. But she saw things. She knew, like, when her my sister-in-law passed away, kind of before we did. She said she came to her wings and stuff. So
she's got some abilities, possibly.
She's seen things. Yeah, she's seen things, and she's starting to get back into that more and more. I went on an investigation with a fellow company, and I got hooked on it. I was like, man, this is really cool. And I hired. That's how I met one of my best friends, Doug. And then me and Doug decided to say, hey, we can do this on our own, man. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. And it's been doing it. So we've been doing it.
That's rad. I like that. That's pretty cool. So what about you, Doug, man? Is it kind of the same story, or?
Yeah, kind of along the same lines. I mean, I don't remember having a lot of spirit interaction when I was a kid like Zach did, or Zach said he didn't either. But I had people around me that were talking about spirits that, that they had seen or interactions that they had. So it wasn't until about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago that I don't know. One day I like the unknown stuff. I'm kind of a guy of science, but I like to prove stuff or disprove stuff. But I started going into ghost hunts with another company, and I don't know. It's just I couldn't. I went on one, and then I'd go down on one, and like 2 months later, and then 3 months later, and then it was like, God, I really want to do this like all the time. That's all I was thinking about. So I started going through them, and they finally invited me to be an investigator there. And I'm like, hey, I'd rather do that and get paid than to have to pay out. So anyway, that's. Dan and Zach and Maddie, man, we all always seem to be ending up at the same locations. And like Dan said, we I don't know, we have a passion for it. I think we can do it as good as anyone. We bring humor, like you said, and I don't know.
I
love it.
It's authentic us.
Yep.
We don't have to put it on a show or anything, which is why I think it works.
Yeah, we're with ourselves, and like you say, I mean, you've seen our TikTok lives where we like to enjoy, make people, make people laugh and come and enjoy to be hanging out with us. It's like we want our events, and how we run our events is we want you to feel like you're a part of us, you're a buddy, you're with us, you're hanging out. Yeah. Don't want to make anything standoffish or anything like that.
Yeah. No big egos or big heads going on here. You guys are confident, which is different, but you're not like fucking, yeah, we're fucking, who are you? Yeah, and that's what's cool, because I don't have time for that shit. Because we're, like you say, man, we should learn from this. We're all in a brotherhood, and you guys got a lot of good friends checking in here. There's new people that I've never seen. Must be one of yours.
Hey, Angie.
Like Angie. Or Angleheck. Hey, guys.
Heck, yep.
Heck.
She's saying, and then someone else I've never seen. You guys are bringing some new watchers here. Julius? Okay. And Betsy Brown says, hello, Haunted Souls crew.
This is Maddie.
Hey, Betsy. Betsy rolls with the Searchers. She hangs out with Shane Pittman and Josh Purvis. Yeah. Is that Maddie, the other one?
That's Maddie. That's Mo, yeah.
Hi.
Right? There's a fourth.
That's Mo. Yep.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Eddie in the back. Julie says Eddie in the back. You got a lot of good people. Jennifer Folk, she was my guest last week. Author Jen Amato. She writes horror fiction novels like King. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Another one, Susan Tucker. That must be one of y'all's. I don't know her. Very cool.
She's one of our. She's actually one of our people. She's actually one of our biggest supporters. She goes to a lot of our events and stuff and travels with us and everything. So. And everything, yeah. Susan,
that's a big thing.
You.
Jules is another paranormal investigator as well. She's gone to Melbourne. We did Kemswick Kitchen and Bath, stuff like that. Yeah, check her out.
Yeah, she's on TikTok. Wow. Jules Paranormal.
Ladies, everybody. Yeah, ladies, I'll say if you want, obviously, like the show, follow the show, and then Adam Began, send me a friend request, and then maybe I can have you guys on, our ladies onto the show later on. There's my man now, Donnie Green, the truck driver from Pet Cemetery. Gage
Donnie.
Killer, turn your head around. I know, Donnie. I'm a
What's up, Donnie?
Man now, man.
Hey, Donnie, that's cool that he was in that movie. That's
Donnie
great.
Green, man.
Yeah,
that is cool.
long story short,
I'm a little
I met him in
bummed
a
that he
pet
took over
cemetery
all the
group of Stephen
sponsorship.
King group.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I met him in a group, and he watched some of the show, and we talked, and of course I had him on the show, and then after he goes, "You get sponsored?" I go, "Yeah, $10 a week." He goes, "How much for a full year?" I go, "Well, 50 weeks, take 2 weeks off." You go, "I'll mail you a check, give you a hat. I want the rest of the year from me." I go, "You got it." So it's pretty cool to have someone in the Stephen King movie sponsor your fucking show. So shout out to Donnie Green.
Yeah. Hey, Donnie, we got
living the dream, man. It couldn't be any better, right? I got my weed. He's on TikTok. Follow him on TikTok,
Yeah.
I digress, guys. Like, what's coming up? I see you guys got a lot of different stuff coming up. Summer's just starting off here. You guys got an event I just saw. I was gonna hit Interested, even though obviously I can't make it, but just to show support. But where are you guys going? It looks like a big building, like a big brick red square.
Oh, that's Saturday.
Haunted YMCA.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 2 days, we're going to Rock Island, Illinois. Haunted YMCA. None of us have been there, so it's brand new for us.
What's the history on that? Suicide, murder,
Mobsters.
death? I mean, what?
Back in 1960. Oh, it closed in 1972.
Mm-hmm.
It was opened in 1908.
Yeah.
1908.
Mobsters, Adam.
Yeah. And,
I love my Chicago. I'm a big, don't hate me, I'm a big Bears fan. Met Brian Urlacher and did my thing. But of course, I love the whole St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I mean, Frank Sinatra sang about it, the whole nine. So there's a lot of history in Chi-Town. You guys got that for 2 whole nights? Holy shit, Doug. That's fucking
just one night. We're just going on Saturday. So
still though, you guys get it for a night. That's you guys. So you must be running a public event. People can join, or is it sold out?
Yeah. No, they can come and go on HauntedSoulsParanormal.com. They can buy a ticket. Still, tickets are available.
If you're in Chicago, in the area, go.
We got some people driving down from Iowa are coming. St. Louis.
I'd say Phil bought his ticket.
Yeah, Phil bought a ticket.
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking
he's up in Iowa, right?
Phil's in Iowa City. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a fun night. Come out. It's like 9 to 4 in the morning. If everybody, they're like, well, I don't have equipment. You can come on out. We will teach you the area, the hot spots of the area. We'll teach you how to use that equipment and all the lovely stuff you see on TV, which we just got some new equipment in.
So you guys are arrogant pricks where you go on the thing and just do your own thing and make the people just sit back and go, what do I do? You actually take time to teach people and let them use your equipment even. What a concept. Yeah. I love that. That's what people should do. Good.
We show them how it works. We get them involved. And then when we're done doing that, then they can loan you. We loan them the equipment and then they get to go out and be their own investigator. So
they can take us with them.
Some of these people have never done it, and they look to us as like, holy, like when I tell people, I visited a graveyard at midnight. Oh my God, a graveyard at midnight? I could never. Then you go with them and they're just fucking tickled pink like it's Disney World. Some of these weird fucks like us, they like that stuff. So I think that's a good service you guys are doing, not being pricks. You got, look at that, Doug. You guys got a big fan group checking in.
Amanda.
What
Amanda?
Just you? Come on, she sees you every day, Doug. No, she works with you.
She put in Zach down.
She meant the whole crew. Oh, my girl's checking in. I hope she's calling me handsome. Maybe she's calling all you handsome. You guys all are handsome.
Hi, Heather.
And that's my girl, Heather Witchin. She's driving home with me. She's I told her, she goes, Doug from Haunted Souls is gonna be on. I'm gonna miss it. She goes, I'm gonna catch the end of it. Because you're always in chat. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all of you. You're all my friends now.
I like her new jewelry too. I saw that. That's awesome. Bracelets.
I'm doing a giveaway at some point. I have one of you fucking guys pick one of the listeners, and we'll mail them a bracelet with a couple cards. But anyway, this show's about you guys. I want to know more. Huh?
Dan Klein is the winner.
Okay.
Doug Sievers.
Jose, if you call it. Everybody's saying hi. Oh, Jean Tewksbury. Jean works at the International Cryptozoology Museum in Portland. She's also a big cat puma chaser. She chases big cats, panthers, and stuff in the wilderness. Very much involved in the big cats and the monsters and Bigfoot. So that's cool. She's watching. Kudos, Jean. Let's start with Zach. Give me you've been around a little bit, obviously, but give me a bucket list, brother. Give me one for America. Give me one for the whole other country. Give me 2 places you'd like to go before you fucking turn over and leave.
I gotta add a new one though. We just did my bucket list earlier this year, which was Waverly Hills. It was number one.
Waverly Hills Asylum Sanatorium. Yeah.
We filmed our something there. I don't know.
I love checking off a bucket list because then you're like, fuck, what's number 2? I love taking that one off though. What a rush, dude. Yeah, good for you. I haven't been yet. Good for you.
Another one for the U.S. It'd probably have to be Trans-Allegheny or Pennhurst. Pennhurst would be pretty cool.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Or what? Pennhurst, you said? Pennhurst Asylum? Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of U.S., I don't know.
Very cool.
I'd love to go to like a castle or something. Like, I don't know where you said you were going. Was
Ireland. A lot of people say Ireland, the castles.
Those would be really cool.
Yeah. That's some good choices, brother. I like that.
Yeah.
I got to ask you real quick before we go to Dave. Have you ever been to Maine or New England, Salem or Maine or anything? Salem, Massachusetts?
No. Closest,
Anybody?
I mean, I've only been to one spot over there, and it was for work. It was Connecticut. So I wasn't even like investigating. I was working for Walgreens at the time. But that's the only spot on that side.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what town? Stanford or?
It was.
Do you remember what town?
No, it was right outside of Hartford. It was like a very small town. They were converting Hartford into Walgreens, so it was like a very small community. But
Connecticut's loaded with history. Too bad you didn't have time.
I know.
Connecticut's got the smallest.
No, that's cool.
Connecticut has the smallest amount of train tracks in the state, in any state in the 50 states.
Really?
Yep. Well, not counting Hawaii.
Thank you for teaching me something. Yes.
Connecticut has the least amount.
That's a little bit of cool information. It's a Jeopardy question.
Yeah, it's like a little bit. I used to work for the railroad.
Wow.
So
no, that's killer. I love trains, man. You think Rhode Island would be because it's such a small state, but no shit. So what say you, brother? What's your bucket list? Give me a couple.
Bucket list is Alcatraz, man. I would love to do Alcatraz.
No one ever says Alcatraz.
In a private setting, though. I don't want to be like the normal tour or anything like that. I would really be like our team and just a handful of people being able to go into Alcatraz and just, giving it a whirlwind, because I think that place is just filled with the stuff that just happened there is just crazy and stuff.
Oh man, White Bulger was there, the Birdman.
Yeah, but now what was that? There's a new prison in like Florida or something where people are dying and are mistreating them and stuff. That would be kind of. It's an active prison right now, but that'd be a cool place to go check out when it gets.
Yeah. I like where your mind goes.
Yeah, but another one is the prison that's vacant in New Orleans from Katrina, where the Katrina came and they just left the prisoners in the cells.
Oh yeah,
the guards just left, and the prisoners were there for like days without no water or nothing. It's an abandoned building now, and I have pictures of it, and it's like 8 stories tall. This place is huge, and all the windows are busted out. Just because. Yeah, and I was like, no one ever remembers that they left a prison. The guards just left. They opened and let them do what they wanted to do without any food or anything. And then they got them all and then put them on the overpass. So it was like it wasn't even a good place where they put them at and stuff. So
there's some fucking bad energy left in that fucking place.
Oh, yeah, I would love
bad energy in that place, brother.
Yeah. But over across the seas, I would have to say Ireland. I'm from Ireland. We got Ireland in them.
All right. So you two fucking guys checking out the castles. You guys frolicking through the castle remains in Ireland together.
Germany would be cool. I would love to do Auschwitz or anything like that. That would pretty cool be a place to. I like the museums. I'm a big museum guy. I want to go, Auschwitz or the World Trade Center and stuff. Not really just to investigate, but just to feel the energy and stuff like that from there.
Yeah.
Dracula's Castle
by Ground Zero. Yeah, the water now and shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's yours, Doug?
Austin Brown sent me a friend request. Is that someone with you guys? Austin Brown.
No.
Is that cool? Is he cool?
I don't know Austin Brown.
You don't know him?
I don't know Austin Brown.
I just gotta pop up. All right, Dougie. Waiting patiently.
All right, so here it is.
3.
I'm going to lay it on you. I'm a big fan of history, and especially Wild West history. So my bucket list is anywhere in Deadwood, South Dakota. Would love to see that. So yeah.
You're getting a little bit here.
I'm sorry?
I said you're going to get a little bit of that. We're going to Dodge City.
I know. I'm excited for that too. You know, and we did Cowtown too, which is also Wild West.
Dodge fucking City? Yeah.
We're going to Dodge City, Kansas for
that's a gunslinger town.
We're actually doing a ghost hunt there too. So
yep. So Adam, I'll give you my second one, which you're gonna love. The Clown Motel. I think Greta and I are gonna run out there sometime and spend the night if we dare.
You bastards. Oh my God, everybody's nightmare, middle of nowhere, and with a bunch of fucking clowns at a motel.
Right next to a cemetery. So
that's right. That's right. I saw the YouTube video. Someone went to this fucking graveyard right there. It's a real one too.
Yeah.
And there's nothing for miles either way from what I hear. You better get your shit before you get there because there's
middle of nothing, middle of nowhere.
He's got Greta. He's all right.
Yeah.
He's got his cheese and crackers. He's got a couple of bottled waters, and he's got his. They're all good. Yeah. You guys love busting each other's balls. I love that.
No, not at all.
We love each other.
They warned me before the show. They warned me before the show. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I collect all my shit through the years. I got a Rob Zombie signed poster and mask and shit like that. I appreciate it. My Chucky doll. You know, I don't have any kids, so I get to get toys myself, and no one ruins it, which is lucky for me.
There you
go. That's pretty cool. What's your favorite? Like, anybody can answer, I guess, at this point. What's you guys' favorite piece of equipment, or what's like your favorite method? You guys have something you do as far as a ritual goes? You go in a place, you go like, all right, I'm going to do dowsing rods or night vision cameras or whatever, speaker boxes, sound, whatever.
We use it all.
But I like to say the one thing that we do that a lot of people don't do is we do the human pendulum.
Human sacrifice.
Yeah, human sacrifice. Yeah. We bring the ghost blood, something like that. We do a group thing with everybody at once, and it's a human pendulum, which is kind of cool and unique. People don't see it a lot, and one thing that we do, and people are always like, "Hey, I've never seen that before." Or you say human pendulum, they're all like, "Oh no, I don't want to do that," But it's actually pretty cool,
Have you seen that, Adam? Have you seen it in action?
I'm trying to think in my head. As you're talking, I'm trying
people
to
stand in a circle,
like I know what the fuck.
And then you have one person in the middle, and then Dan kind of acts as the conductor, and is you ask them to say a yes response, no response. They'll move forward, they'll move backward, and then people go around and ask questions. So the energy is kind of unreal. You have to, I guess, experience it. But
yeah, you just use a human as a pendulum. Which way do they feel like they get shoved forward or back is how they answer. And stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. It's good for skeptics. It's good for skeptics.
It sounds ritual. It sounds ritualistic, like old school. You know what I mean? It sounds like a primal type of technique, which I think is great. It's better than, you know what I mean? It's better than, I need batteries, charge, all that shit. It's something very old school, something like Ed and Lorraine would do, I think.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love it. I love doing it. It's something different. You see everybody with their spirit boxes and their, trigger objects, and that we can offer that's just totally different than you go into another investigation or, seeing people use the same material. And it's nothing electronics.
That's the best part. That's the best part. Like Amanda says, you guys have a video of that from one of the events that she was on with you. One of the MN events.
That was actually a really big group too. That was like 30-something people in that circle. That was really good.
That was big.
Yeah.
It's a lot of energy. That can pull in a lot of stuff if people aren't sniffling and giggling. You're gonna get that. I get it. You go, But when you get the people that really fucking matter and you get them into that really trying to do it, man, you get some powerful shit going on. Going around the room too, I guess. Is there any situation you ever felt you were in over your head or really freaked you out? Or you're like, holy shit, this is it. It's real. You know what I mean? Or any place give you the heebie-jeebies really bad?
We'll let Dan go first.
No, why?
Yes.
What do you mean? Why was that intimidating? Shut up, Doug.
You're the one sticking.
I'm not saying a word. I got to see you in 2 days.
I warned Doug about that. I was like, don't say a word.
They're going to throw me in some deep, dark place in The YMCA.
Yeah, just think about it. You're going with us this weekend, Doug.
Mhm.
What
Not saying anything.
I really have two, because that Melbourne, that kind of freaked me out after I realized it wasn't what it was. It kind of freaked me out. Real quickly, we went to McIntyre Villa up in Atchison, Kansas. Stephanie O'Reilly, she's a great lady. Anybody wants to check that out? That location is really good place, really good house.
Yeah, Stephanie's. Yeah, with the short hair. Yeah.
She does a really good job up there. It was our first location. Doug had this this thing that we went in February, and he's like, man, I need to go back to this house. I'm like, all right. So she was actually, our first podcast was on location at her house, interviewing Stephanie and stuff. So, and it was also our first time spending the night. We've never spent the night, slept. We've always just investigated till 6 a.m. and left. And Doug had the wild idea. She's like, let's just stay the night. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, are we sleeping in separate rooms? So we all slept in the same room.
Hey, Dan, can I interrupt real quick? Because I think you left out a part there, buddy.
What?
3 a.m. He's like, I think we should go to the Holiday Inn. Call the Holiday Inn and see if we can get a room.
It was cold.
You almost
I was freezing my ass off. It wasn't because I was scared.
He almost bailed.
It was cold. Was it not cold?
Oh, it was freezing.
Whatever. But anyway, so we all piled in the room, and I never really got a solid sleep.
Busted.
I never really fell asleep, but I woke up at one point and I saw this big black shadow reaching out, grabbing my shoulders and I was like, ah! And like screeched, and then I was like, closed my eyes, and I kind of fell back to sleep, and I thought, well, maybe I was just dreaming. Next day morning, Doug's like, what the hell did you do? He goes, I heard you fucking scream here, and I'm scared to shit. I scared him apparently because I screamed, and I was like, damn it, it was not a dream. I was like, that actually, I guess it happened. We're gonna say
yeah.
So,
I totally believe it happened.
Yeah, there was
there at the fucking witching hour. You guys were there in the AM.
A skinny freaking shadow. I'm talking massive, big shadow. It was reaching, he was just gonna shake me, not necessarily grab me, but
There's also another part to that story, which now that we talked about it before, was what did you play to fall asleep to?
Oh yeah.
Well, so yeah, I play white noise to go to bed, Adam. Just I'm like, oh, here, let me just play this.
He puts it on, and we're all laying there, and I'm listening, and I'm like,
really?
Yeah, I'm like, Doug, of all the music you picked, that's what you chose? You thought that was the smartest thing to play?
So actually, Doug
white noise.
Thank you, Douglas.
Yeah. There's also
I
the
sleep
room
with a
right
fan
below
on,
this
which I
whole
guess is
portal
kind of
thing that they
noise,
had.
but
Yeah, it was pretty.
Wow.
That was pretty to me. In my mind, anything that I've dealt with, and I've dealt with crawling shadows on the ceilings and stuff like that. And I've, like I said, but I've never. That was kind of freaked me out. I don't know. I never realized I could scream like that. That was impressive.
We didn't either.
I didn't either.
I didn't hear him. I was thinking.
It was weird too. It was like a
well,
scream.
technically, since it was your first investigation over at Stephanie's place, she kind of popped your cherry.
Yeah. I mean, that was quite a quite a night. And then really the second one.
That's why you were screaming. Why you were screaming. She took your virginity that night. It was your first sleepover at a haunted place.
Yeah. The second one was just a couple weeks.
That's pretty wild because most people get tours at most, but not overnighters, let alone spending the night. That's pretty fucking wild. And I follow them on Facebook. That's a haunted fucking place. Wow, man. So you guys have been all around it. That came right up to you in bed, dude. That attacked you in your sleep. Holy shit.
Madison and I were sleeping on the floor, so it had to step over us to get to you.
It probably floated over you. That shadow didn't step. It floated.
It chose you, man.
It probably came from the attic.
Fucking levitation.
Yeah. Fucking Doug white noise going on.
I will tell you that it was so cold and I was so wrapped up. I heard it. But I didn't even have the power to open it, take the blanket off and go check on Dan. So
yeah, I'm like,
Jules
I could have been dying over there. Doug was still like, I hear him, but I'm not gonna do nothing.
Jules is making fun of you. Jules is making fun of y'all. Too cold? Come on, she says.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's cold. It was cold.
I'm with Doug. White noise is the best to put you to sleep. Well, I listen to a fan on high, so it's kind of a wah, 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 wah. But I also like the breeze on me. I feel like maybe bums on New York benches sleep peacefully because the breeze on them. I don't know.
I listen to stand-up comedy.
So, hey, real quick. We're about halfway into the show. Real quick, I'm going to bring this on. And now that I'm stoned and had a beer, I'm going to fuck it up. Hopefully not. You guys see the screen right now? It's your Facebook page?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that beautiful design. Guys, go check it out. 1.2 thousand followers. Get them likes up there. Like them. Follow them. They also have a group page. The same name. I'm sure I've invited you. My whole fucking friend list has been invited. Every time it goes, welcome new member, I always got one or two friends in there, which I'm proud of. Haunted Souls Paranormal. Check them out. You guys are all over the place. YouTube as well. Fucking what's your TikTok, right? Instagram, I think, as well.
Get those YouTube subscribers up so we can give a giveaway. If we get 250, we're gonna give away a Zen garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So gotta get those subscribers up.
You heard it here first.
Adam, that's something we do. We do a podcast on Tuesdays at 7 to 9. We do paranormal conventions. We have lots of cool merchandise. Those things are, your fan base here is a lot. It doesn't maybe coincide with ours because you're kind of East Coast. But yeah, come check us out because we have a lot of cool stuff that we're doing, and it's not just the events; it's just kind of the whole package. So,
yeah, we just reached over 1.2 thousand followers here on the channel. We got people usually tuning in from like Britain, China, UK, Canada,
wow.
And I think it's honestly, and that's no shit. We had one girl go hi from Tokyo. I said, "Am I getting fucking? Is this Ashton Kutcher?" But I don't know. But I also had an Australian team on. They had people that follow me now because they were based on Amanda from Australian Paranormal. But no, man, you guys are Midwest. I think a lot of people dig that, and I think it's good to know. Like you guys love the history. Even if I've never been a place, I want to know. Like, I know about the Whaley House in San Diego and how they've hung people there and how it's a courthouse and it's haunted. And I know about, I mean, all of it, Queen Mary. And I drove to Iowa to go to the Axe Murder House in Vasilla. And then 9/11 happened halfway on the road trip between me and Chris Sanders. And fucking we didn't end up going because of that. Went to the far school. They shut down. So we ended up going to the Bonnie and Clyde shootout site in Iowa, in Ames, Iowa. And then we went to the first ever train robbery site by horseback, was Jesse James. That was in Adair, Iowa, ADAIR. We went there. There's a big wagon wheel and a big thing from the train. So we get to see some cool shit in Iowa. And Buddy Holly crash site. Buddy Holly, the big bopper. We saw where he died. There's a big thing of glasses there. It's all about nostalgia. Wherever you guys go, you guys get Illinois down. What's one of your big favorites for Illinois? We'll go around the room. No particular order. Doug can start, I guess, this time. We'll have Doug go first. To be fair,
so
what's one of your favorite local haunts, Doug?
Well, I'm from Minnesota, first of all, but in Illinois area, we go a lot of times.
Oh, fuck me, Minnesota. Oh, Vikings.
So, yeah, we've been to the Mineral Springs Hotel a couple times. That's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Mineral Springs Hotel. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Mineral Springs, I've heard of. Absolutely. Minnesota's known for a lot of shit. A lot of monsters, cryptids, UFO sightings, paranormal stuff.
A lot of Bigfoots.
Yeah. Yep. We actually did two
that stuff, Doug?
What's that?
Really? No, really?
We had first two times we've hit Minnesota. There's not a lot of events up here, and it's hard to find places, but we found two really cool hotels. You'll love this. 1800s hotels, Anderson House and the historic Grant House Hotel. We had a lot of fun, and we had two sold out events. So it was a lot of our family friends. Dan brought a whole posse from St. Louis up.
I gotta run a van.
Big Dan pulls up. So.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Fucking A. That's cool, man. You guys really gel for just kind of meeting nonchalantly. So what about you, Dan and Zach? Do you guys believe in cryptids and monsters and shit? And what's your local favorite haunts too? Kind of all the same thing.
I sit in a dark room and talk to things that are not there. How can I not believe in UFOs and Bigfoot? I mean, come on. I'm like,
Well, some people I don't really like monsters, but I believe in ghosts. I go, it's all under the umbrella, right?
Yeah,
right?
It's the same thing. If you're going to believe in spirits, then you have to believe that there's ever supernatural out there. There's UFOs. And I've always thought there's UFOs, that we can't be the only people in the universe. We're not the only ones that are living, So yeah, I believe in Bigfoot, and I believe they're out there. I've never been hunting and stuff like that, and I really never indulged in it. But we've talked about maybe doing something like that later on in the podcast and stuff. Bringing on,
you're open to it. I mean, you're open to it, right? I mean, you guys are very open to a lot of shit. You're not very close-minded. I get that.
No. I would say my energy. Not scariest, but one of my best places that I like would be Indiana State Sanitarium. Well, that's in Indiana. Sorry, that's not in Illinois. Sorry. Damn, wrong.
It's close. It's on the border.
I thought you guys were from fucking Chicago. Why do I think you're from Chicago? Because you're doing an event there? I got to do my research.
No, Rock Island. Rock Island. We're from St. Louis. Rock Island is 4 hours from Chicago. West.
Yeah, you guys are in the hub, the Midwest hub, the train central hub.
Yeah, we're right there in St. Louis, right there. So Illinois, Missouri, that's all. I mean, we literally, 15 minutes from Illinois, we just cross over the bridge and we're right there. So we live right on.
When I drove to Iowa, dude, there's nothing. Indiana, Ohio, it's all fucking cornfield. Illinois, I go, holy fucking.
I'm a Chief fan. Chief for life.
Oh, that's right. I saw it on your page, KC. I saw it on your page. AFC. Yeah.
He's a Denver. He's a Raider. He's a Raider. Oh my God.
Oh, Oakland. I loved Khalil. I love Mac.
And no KC fan here.
Yeah.
That's a house. You guys are in the same fucking division. Yeah. Doug, what about you? What are you, a Bears fan too, or what? You like football?
No, I've kind of moved around. I'm more of a KC fan now than ever.
All right,
I grew up kind of.
One.
Yeah.
Come to the good side.
You slept with him in the room too many
times.
Come
to the good side. Let's see. They go live on TikTok and they do investigations with their cool friends.
Jules, we've already plugged you. You're already past that. We already plugged you.
This is self-promotion now. This is good stuff.
I tell you, they come on and they won't send me stars, but but she loves my energy though, so I'll let her comment.
Hey, this is for Jules. Get off my coattails.
3 bald men and Doug. Hey, wait a minute. Whoa.
Yeah.
I shave. Heather, my girl, Heather's home. That's good. Minnesota mobsters and cheese. Oh, Susan Tucker's hating on KC, bro.
She's a Dallas. She a Cowboys.
Was a Cowboys fan.
She don't matter.
Anyway. I grew up with Troy and Emmett and Michael in my face. Ugh.
Yes. I'm so tired of that. So Illinois, I would have to say Ashmore was pretty good.
Yeah, that's fun.
Ashmore. Yeah, we go back there in September.
So you guys get the Midland. You guys get the Midland down packed. You guys know where the hot spots are. If anybody wants to know to go ghost hunting or maybe just info, you guys aren't afraid to talk to people if they message your Facebook page, right, or your TikTok, right? Join you and.
That's what our group page is for. Where they can come on and ask questions and do stuff. And we've actually had a couple people that can't make it to our events, and they're like, "Hey, if we rent it out, the location, will you come and bring your equipment and show us how to do it?" And we've done that a couple of times. We want so they bought the location. Actually, we did Indiana State Sanitarium, and then we did Waverly Hills the same way. They came and they bought the location, and we just brought our equipment and showed them how to do it, and they followed it around. And then we let them go out and do their own thing.
I would show you fucking Cat's Maine. You guys want to come to see where there's pirates, witches, UFOs, ghosts, what the fuck ever. I don't know how much you guys know about where I live. I don't talk to a lot of people. I do the show thing. But as far as like groups in Maine, a lot of people don't like my shit. For some reason, I have a lot of haters. I don't know why. People don't like someone that's themselves. So I don't work with anybody in Maine, but I always tell as my guest, and I mean this, seriously. You guys come to Maine. I know we're right literally an hour from my house on Elephant Mountain next to Moosehead Lake in Greenville. It's right where they start or end of the Appalachian Trail is, where we want to say it goes to Atlanta, Georgia, starts in Maine, ends in Maine, whatever. Right next to that, a B-52 bomber from Massachusetts crashed and 7 pilots died. And I got a video on my YouTube channel, but the pieces are still there. The airplanes are still there. The wheels, the cockpit is a big gravestone commemorative plaque. But it's down a logging road. It takes about a half hour to get to off the main road, but I'd love to go with you guys and investigate sometimes because a lot of people aren't really hip to that shit.
That's the kind of shit I like, man.
But I'd love to bring you guys on there.
We'd have to take like an extended vacation.
We have to bring Pam.
I figured you would. I'm like, you can't turn to that because some people are freaked out. 7 soldiers died in 1963, but they deserve to be talked to, and I think you guys could dig that shit, right?
Oh yeah,
absolutely. You know, Adam, to be honest, we actually like to seek out places that aren't so commercial or so overhunted. We like to find the hidden gems, so to speak. So Lafayette Row
They
is
still
one
want to
that
be
we just
known
went
too.
to. Yeah, no, I
They
mean,
still
there's
need
haunted
help. They
places
still want to be
everywhere.
remembered.
Well, I mean,
Everybody goes, oh, you know what's funny? Not to cut you guys off, but none of you fucking guys said, oh, Lizzie Borden, oh, the Conjuring House, oh, fucking blah, blah, blah. I mean, I love Amityville. I love all that shit too. But man, there's literally, you guys know, there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of places that deserve to be checked out and respected that aren't so publicized, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Well, and then here's the thing too, though, and Doug will agree with me, Zach will agree with me. When you go to those places and investigate, the ghosts get tired of it too. When people are there every weekend, every night investigating, they get tired and they don't want to answer questions. They get to
They know they're a sideshow. They know they're a sideshow.
And so like Doug said, Lafayette Row, that was a place that no one's really heard of in Kansas City. And the lady reached out to us, and we went there and had a great night. We had a great night investigating. What was the other one we did that night? Blossom House.
Blossom House, yeah.
Blossom House. That that place. No one's ever even heard of that. They're like, "Where are you going?" We're like, "Going to Haunted Blossom House," and stuff like that. So, yeah, if anybody has anything, that wreckage thing would be the bomb, man.
Oh, dude, everybody, you guys got to come to Maine because everybody's like, "Oh, what's Maine? Got nothing." I'm like, "Motherfucker, Bucksport is named after Colonel Buck, who got a girl pregnant because he fucked her behind his wife's back and called her a witch and burned her so that she said she'd dance on his grave. His gravestone's got a footprint on it. They've replaced it 3 times and keeps coming back. Like, I'm not going to sit there all night. I just need someone to go with." But no one talks about it because Maine's boring.
We're gonna make a Maine trip. We got to swing by Pennsylvania, pick up Pam, and take her to Maine with us.
Come to Maine. She wants to. Yes, Julia says she wants to come to Maine and smoke a joint with me. Julia, I got med card here. It's legal. I pay $5 for a 1.5 grams pre-roll, and I get fucked up. And I can literally look at the cup and go, "Here's my card. What are you gonna do? I'll walk the line. I'll fucking snort the line. What do you need from me? Eat my shit. Better than a pill popper." You know what I mean? But at the same time, I can out history any motherfucker around me. I got hired for tours for a reason. I know all the Stephen King filming sites. Come to Maine. I'll show you where Pet Sematary was filmed. I go there. America's second oldest graveyard, Mount Hope. America's first Republican vice president, Hannibal Hamlin, was there. He was vice president to Abraham Lincoln. He died in Maine on a couch playing poker. That's at the library on display. I touched it.
Anyway, we can hang out with Adam. Shit, we'd be going.
I love it. I love being a weirdo. Fuck TV. I love movies, but fuck normie shit. I want to go out and find a graveyard and fucking go find the oldest grave there and just talk to them. You know what I mean?
I'm one of those guys.
I haven't had paranormal guys on in a long time.
I'm one of those guys. When you go to a place,
go ahead.
When you go to a place and you look up the movies, and like when I was in Pasadena, they did the Burger King where Megan Fox, where he flips over on his bike. That I went to that Burger King and sat at that table that Megan Fox was sitting there. Ate lunch at that one and stuff.
Dude.
So like the whole Stephen King thing, I would be down to like go to every side of movie.
Dude, that gives me a boner. I love that because I look at it and I go, okay, they shot.
I'm glad you're sitting next to Doug.
You know what I mean? Dude, I'm on King's House. Hey, who cares? Until Facebook kicks us off. We got 15 people watching. They're either loving us or hating us.
Hey, you know what our new service is? Hey, Zach, do you want to tell them what our new service is for Haunted Souls Paranormal?
Nope.
Why not? Zach,
come on, Zach. You haven't shut up this whole time.
Come on, Zach.
We were on TikTok Live the other night, and somebody was talking about what we bring with us or what we should bring with us to protect us. And they mentioned holy water and a super soaker. And my mind went to the Ghostbusters with their proton pack or whatever it was called. Mm-hmm. But instead of saying, I was like, oh, it would be a vacuum. And so instead of saying that we'll suck out the ghost, I said we'll suck off the ghost. So it's a service that we're going to provide now. We're going to show up to your house.
It's priceless.
Suck off the ghost. Straight up was on Facebook or TikTok. He's like, we're sitting in the Jeep eating dinner just on TikTok Live. He's like, yeah, I'm going to suck off. And I was like, I looked like, no,
brain fart. Your words.
He's like, out.
Your brain crossed the streams.
Yeah, chat was like, wow, we're gonna start we're gonna start Haunted Souls OnlyFans.
Haunted Souls OnlyFans.
Oh.
HauntedSoulsPorn.com. YouPorn. Ghostporn.com.
Yeah.
They're all I could see is Dan Aykroyd getting his underwear taken off in Ghostbusters, and the girl sucking him off, the ghost. She died this year. She was a Playboy model. The girl that fucking sucked Dan Aykroyd off in Ghostbusters, the one that was floating above him, she died 3 months ago. It was a Playboy chick.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's
I don't
new?
know.
What's on its souls, Doug?
Yeah.
Oh, what isn't new? Jeez.
I'm going to get a joint, Doug. Take over. 1 second.
Okay, guys. On tonight's episode. Oh, geez, he's not kidding.
We finished completely left. Sabotage.
Ah. So, oh yeah, that's funny. It's funny seeing being interviewed because we're normally doing the interviewing. Look at this, our Pride shirts. So everybody, if you go, we just released these, welcoming spirits of all kind for June, which is Pride Month, Haunted Souls. You can find those and all of our merchandise on www.hauntedsouls with a Z paranormal.com.
What else can you find on there, Doug?
I don't have these things anymore. Zach.
What else can you find on there, Doug?
You want me to go through the whole list?
What else can you find on www.hauntedsouls.com, paranormal.com?
The biggest, the most fun thing I think is our events. You can go and book something online. We have events pretty much every month from now until November. So a lot of fun places. One thing I was going to say to this group of people that don't know us is a lot of times we cater to the new people, that maybe the ones that are scared to go on their first ghost hunt. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we just had this big Minnesota event. A lot of my friends came up that had never been on one. Sorry, Adam, we hijacked your show. But anyway, no, they
$20
became
for a
comfortable.
5-pack.
What is that? Oh, God.
Oh, damn.
$20 for a 5-pack of 1.5 grams joints.
Damn.
Whew. So anyway, and now back to you,
Doug,
Adam.
you sounded good, man. I let you keep on going because I was watching you squirm a little bit.
Yeah. When they throw these questions out, I'm like, Jesus, what do they want me to say? So
We do that to him every once in a while. We blame it on the internet, but we do it to him.
Yeah.
Oh, they put you.
We just discord our thing and let him run the show.
I love
Come on,
that.
Doug.
Oh shit!
So
we got
Adam-
guys in chat talking. I totally fucked up.
oh yeah.
Come to Maine and watch amazing dance.
I was waiting for Heather to
Come
bring
to
up the
Maine,
dancers.
watch Amazing Dancers.
Oh,
Heather, I saw you got more dancers.
Yes,
What
we
was
just
it?
went to a burlesque show, and this girl is Miss International Maine, but she's also on the cover of Beer and Weed magazine. She's a marijuana connoisseur, and she's also an exotic dancer and a belly dancer. And we get to sell our trinkets there. Historically Haunted was there, and if you guys are ever in Maine, we can hook you up with something too. It's a whole new crowd. These hippies come over, man, and I tell you, they want to know all about the paranormal, man. I tell you, it's a win-win. And I think we can hook you up with that Haunted Souls Paranormal with the belly dancing in the background. Look at that. People already on their way. Look at that. Road trip. Everybody's coming down. They're on their way. All I got to do is mention dancers. Yes, Susan, me in the car now. They're coming to the Wayne.
I think Adam's stealing all of our fans.
All the girls are taking over the fucking podcast. They're all taking the podcast.
all of our supporters are jumping into Adam's booth.
Yeah.
Hey, so I do a thing now. You guys want to ask me a question or anything? You guys want to reverse?
Yeah, what is your bucket list, Adam?
Son of a bitch. I probably answer a different one when I get asked that because I always forget. It's a big one in Chicago. Like I said, Chicago Bears. I want to go to Wrigley Field. They say that's haunted. I want to go to St. Valentine's Day Massacre sites. I want to go to honestly, New Orleans is probably number one. Really coming quickly on New Orleans with Madame Laveau.
That's cool.
The voodoo stuff, the vampire lore, the La Llorona, the crying weeping lady, that's in the bayou. All this different shit. New Orleans seems pretty bad, right?
You got all that Katrina shit too on top of all that now. That was a lot of bad shit down there. That was a city that was done.
I got
wrong.
a voodoo doll type thing.
Oh, it's cool.
Lily from wrestling, Alexa Bliss's voodoo doll type thing. So I don't got a real voodoo doll, but I'd love to get one. I've got a Pop It doll from Salem, which is like a protective doll. It's the opposite. It's to protect against witches, so I get that, but I want a voodoo one. So New Orleans is probably up there. As far as otherworldly, man, I have Italian descent from Calabria and from Rome, but I'd love to go to the vampire island in Italy where they bury the dead with bricks in their mouths because they thought they were vampire. Oh, shit! I want one! Oh, dreadlocks! Fuck! Mail me one!
Yep, we sell them.
Check out our website.
I want
yeah.
one. I'm gonna look you up real quick. You guys want to pick someone in chat so I can do the giveaway for the bracelet? Well, I forget. Shit.
How do we do that?
Shit, that's not on me.
No, not on me either.
Doug.
Oh, hell.
Pick someone in chat. My girl Heather made this charm bracelet out of gems and rocks. It's got a little charm balloon animal blow up.
Oh, those are on the
Yeah.
page. Yeah.
I want one of those.
Yeah.
They're available for purchase on her page. $5 a piece. The money goes to her. She works hard, but this is a giveaway.
Tell me to stop, Doug.
Stop.
Who is it?
Lisa?
Lisa?
Is it Lisa?
Lisa.
CAM.
Is there a Lisa in chat?
NONE.
Yeah, COM. Lisa.
Lisa, if you're on chat, or comment.
Yeah, Lisa, if you're still on here, comment real quick.
Must be present.
Did you get to the end of the show, Lisa, if you're listening?
Yeah, you must be present to win.
Let's see. We got a lot of different.
No, that's Susan.
Well, no, if she was listening already, a Susan Parrott. All the original gangsters from Chicago used to hang out in Hot Springs.
That's Jules'
Put that
mom.
town on your list.
Oh, that's
You guys
Jules'
know
mom.
her?
Hi, Mom Jules.
She
Mama
wrote-
Jules.
Hi,
she
Mama.
wrote she wrote a book.
Oh, wow.
Oh, maybe I'll have you on the show, Miss Mama Knowledge, right? Miss Mama Arthur. Thank you for the knowledge drop. I love getting schooled. I don't fucking know.
Adam,
not
you got to
exotic
give me
yet.
my
We know
question,
yet.
man.
Fusion.
Adam,
was
I got a question for you.
Oh, shit. Yes, my brother. Go ahead.
I know a lot about you because I've been watching a lot of your shows, but what is your
You're a
most
pervert. Yeah, I
terrifying
know.
moment? Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a peeper.
boy.
Do it again.
My most terrifying moment. Holy fuck. I probably got one or two. I don't get scared super easy, especially after I've already died in the car accident. I witnessed my grandfather dying at 10 years old. I had my first ghost come to me at 8 years old. And of course, I had to bury my mother a couple years back. That was fucking horrible. But as far as paranormal scare thing, honestly, I guess there's two. I'll give you two real quick. It's
Okay.
Stephen King mentions this actually in Stand By Me, which is actually the body. The Shiloh, it's a church in Durham. And I shit you fucking not, dude. It's something out of Tim Burton. It's a long driveway with a graveyard at the front, and it goes up to this white church with a gold crown on top of it, and crows fucking circle it. It's something out of goddamn fucking Poltergeist. And we went there once because there's a basketball court, me and my buddy, because we were young and stupid. Boo. You know what I mean? Lisbon is right next to Durham, where Stephen King grew up. I've been to his childhood home. I went to the first church he preached at. That's in Durham. So we go there, and this fucking guy comes out with a pitchfork and tells us we need to leave. And from what I heard, it was a satanic temple now. So that scared the fuck out of me. I was about 20. Never left so quick. You fucking road runner's feet. That was us, motherfucker. I was out of there. So that, and honestly, as an adult, this is a good one. And you guys come to Maine, you cats, we're going to go check this out. Gambo, Gambo, Gambo Powder Mills. It's the third oldest mill that grounded up material for bullets in the Civil War. It was third behind Chicago and New York as the biggest granite bullet producers for the Civil War. And they had 19 men die on this property, and they still have the powder mixing circles and shit, and they still have all the memorial shit, and it's right in Windham, Maine. So me and my mom, God rest her soul, and my girlfriend Heather, who can attest to this in chat, we pulled there one night because it's between my mom's house and my house. I was dropping my mom off probably about 10 at night. I had to take a piss. So I'm going to go down the road. It's a dead-end road, take a piss at Gambo real quick on the front. We got off, right? And there's this little bridge that goes across the water. You can ask Heather. It's probably about 10 o'clock at night, dude. My lights are on. And these two dudes with no T-shirts get up off the bridge. Like they're both kneeled down. Like they're both sucking each other off. But you can't be. You're both kneeled down. And they both stand up and look at us. And they just walk towards us. No nipples. Eyes glazed over and just walk towards us at 10 o'clock at night on this place where 19 people died. You want to see a fucking 25-year-old man with a beard fucking take off faster than a shit in a grease trap? I left there, dude, doing a burnout with that minivan. These creatures, skinwalkers, maybe, I don't know, body snatchers. If you see headlights at night in the pitch dark, you're not going to walk towards them, correct? Right?
No,
That's
right.
too bright. You're gonna, And they just walked towards it like they were fucking. I said, okay, I'm out of here. And I left that van like goddamn Dukes of Hazzard. I took right off, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? I said, hey, what was that? She goes, I think it was two men. I go, look, they were blowing each other, but they were both knelt down. And they both rose up. So good question, Doug. That's probably going to get me either banned or really liked. So I don't know. But either way, thanks, Doug.
I feel like if we hang out, it's going to have to be like a whole series of things that we do.
Yeah, we're going to have to make a whole like video cast of all hanging with
I'm
Adam.
honestly shocked how I'm not signed or banned yet.
Be a whole like YouTube series.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole YouTube series of hanging with Adam.
Hanging
with Adam in Connecticut.
I tell you, see, well, that's the thing is you guys are down to earth, dude. You dub it, man. I've been to Ed Lorraine's. I've been to the Warren Occult Museum. I picked up Chris McKennell. I was actually part of the Warren Legacy for a while. I was their historian. But I've been there, man. I've met the real Annabelle. I've been to the Warren Occult. But I've been to the Union Cemetery where Ed saw the Weeping Lady. I try to go to I've been to where A Haunting in Connecticut, the funeral home took place, the real life thing. I try to go to as many places. Madame Cherie's Castle in New Hampshire Woods is a staircase to nothing. Some costume designer from New York Broadway lived there and walked around in a fucking mink coat, completely naked underneath it with a pet monkey and had parties in the woods in Chesterfield, New Hampshire. Look it up, motherfuckers. Right in the Vermont, New Hampshire border. I've been there, man. Ever since my car accident when I died for 38 seconds in 2021, I came back. I'm fucking the Rain Man, dude. I remember this shit, like, for some reason. So until someone signs me, let's go do some shit. Let's film it. Let's record it. You guys come to Maine, dude. We'll make some shit happen. I just need someone to fucking hang out with.
We need you on our podcast. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to by a dude. I mean, dude, for a guy by himself who's a stoner and who does uncensored, and I get sponsored from Donnie fucking Green from Pet Cemetery, I'm doing something right. I would just love to have a team do a documentary with me. I know where everything Stephen King went to high school. I went to the same high school, Lisbon. I know where he grew up. I know Pet Cemetery. I know the house. I know the graves. I know where Carrie's is, the grave for Carrie and Georgie is. I know the storm drain for Pennywise. I know all that shit. I just need a film crew and someone who wants to hang out with me that doesn't mind my ADD.
Zach,
I'm your man.
Adam, I think we're in, brother.
Yeah.
I think we can
Come
do
to me, motherfuckers. Everybody says that, and everybody ignores me after the show. So I'm like, do people hate me? Do I stink to the camera?
No.
So that guys are true, man.
That's something different about us. When we have an idea and we want to do something, we do it. You see the company right here. Us three are all three owners right here. I
don't mind sharing it as long as people are loyal.
Yeah. We'll have to talk with Doug and see when he can get some time away. And
that'd be a lot of fun.
I know August, we're pretty empty in August. September and October, really, those are crunch weekends. I think.
What about fall time? It's gorgeous in Maine around September, October, fall. You guys can crash at my house. I got a spare bedroom. I live alone. I live in a 2-bedroom trailer. And I live right between the Appalachian Trail and Derry, Maine, Bangor. I live 45 minutes from Stephen King's everything. I know where Creepshow 2 was filmed. I've been to everything. Chamberlain Bridge. I've been to it all.
Dude, we're gonna have
I just need someone to come with me and go, okay, action.
Yeah.
Break it up.
All right, Doug, stay stop.
In Maine, I
I'm
don't
gonna close my eyes. You scroll this if you can scroll. I'm gonna close my eyes. Doug, you say stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
Who is it? John J.
John J.
John
J.
Bernier. Show.
Yeah.
John just beat cancer. He's cancer free. Yes.
Yeah,
John's going through the treatments now. John, you're getting mailed. I actually get 2 of them. God is good. I'm mailing this out for you and Linda Bernier. You guys listen to every show. You just beat cancer. You guys are living in Seattle, Washington. I'm mailing you and your wife. I got 2 of them. Made from Heather.
Nice.
God is good. Thank you, Zach and Dan and Doug. We're up to
say hi to Brady Goebel too. He's our friend.
I love Brady. Brady's a big. Brady sponsored a show, Chasing Paranormal. Him and Lexi Rue. We're at the hour. Do you guys want to go about 10 over? We want to go another 10 minutes. Is everybody taking up your time?
I got nothing to do.
I love that fucking beard. You ain't doing nothing. You got a nice beard. I gotta grow mine out like that. John and Linda, very cool. They're saying in the chat, yes, John. God, he just messaged me. He said you're an inspiration. Being homeless, living in the back of a flea market in an RV, and now I own a trailer. And you followed me since then, John. And you with your cancer, dude. I'm gonna mail those. Please, after the show, mail me your or email me your address. I got some business cards from the show, a couple little trinkets. Heather and I will send to you in those bracelets for you and your awesome wife, Linda. Yes, I have a bracelet for you too, sweetie. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Bernier, Seattle.
Hey, Adam.
And thank you to Haunted Souls.
Adam, if you send me his address, we'll send him a Haunted Souls hat.
Dude,
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
John, it couldn't go to a better person. He loves,
send him
he
a Haunted
supports
Souls
this.
hat. So
This is
pass
why
this
I
on.
like you guys.
Pass this on to the pass his address on. We'll give it to us.
I will.
Message
I'll
us,
take
and
care of that, my brother. Very cool. They're saying she's very appreciative of you guys. They work very hard. They're very supportive. They will share and like all your shit. You want to talk loyalty. So let's have some fun with it. Wow, thank you, John says. Look at that.
You're welcome, man.
This is why I wanted them. I'm so glad that I had Doug and all you come on. Yeah, I'm so glad I get to know you a little bit. You know, obviously I knew Doug a little bit more, but now that I get to know Dan and Zach, every time I see you fuckers on TikTok, I'm going on there live and sending you guys roses. And
Usually don't see a whole lot of me.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of him because he's always behind the camera. He's the tech guy. You always see me or Doug. And I have to say something that's really funny, and Doug knows this. We've been to numerous times. We've been to shout out to Skin and was it tattoo place?
Oh, Sin and Skin.
Yeah, Sin and
Sin and
Skin.
Skin.
We all have the same tattoo in different spots.
oh, put it close. Show your art. Yes, please.
Yeah,
What do
we
you
all have
got?
tattoos.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We all
Texas
got the
flag.
same tattoo.
Oh, very cool.
Different spots.
Brother, you're all tattooed up. You got a whole sleeve going, though. Yeah.
Oh, me? Yeah, I got them on my
You
legs.
should
I
see
got,
his leg too. You'll love his legs, Adam.
He got Doug's name on his ass.
yeah.
That's funny. So do I. We're twins. Twinsies. Oh, sick. We get some heads.
Raise
down.
it up a
What is
bit.
that? I can't tell from far away. Is
All
that?
hard.
Oh,
can't
all
see
the
that.
horror stuff.
Yeah.
I was saying, it looks like
Leatherface.
Exorcist chick. It looks like the Exorcist
No, it's
chick,
not.
right?
It's got Jason and Michael and Chainsaw. It's got Johnny coming through the door. It says Red Rum above him. It's got the Death Moth.
If you
It's all hard.
real quick, not to be about me, but I met a lot of them. I got
Yes.
my wall.
That's bad. I love it.
I got my autographs. I waited in line to meet Kane Hodder and all them, and I'm like, man, you motherfuckers gave me nightmares as kids. So, I'm having a lot of fun with you guys, man. I want to talk another 20 minutes. Fuck that, we're going over.
I got no.
Look at, everybody's telling me I love his legs. Look at that. I will love his
I think
legs.
she's making fun of me.
Go get another beer if you guys want. I'm alone here. We got 15 people watching. We can go another 20 minutes if you guys want.
It's your
If you
time,
guys
man.
walk
It's not
off, I'll just
mine. I'm
fucking
the
talk
same. I'm
alone.
chilling at home.
Hey, Lori McGuire's on. Hi, Lori.
Well, I
our
feel
friend.
like
Hey,
there's
there's Lori.
And I go, hey, want to go too? Lori, thank you for chiming in. So fucking A. So what do you guys do in your downtime when you're not investigating or researching? You guys like just hang out with family, watch movies. You guys watch sports. What do you just sleep?
Sleep. Mostly me and Zach. Zach lives with me, so we pretty much. What do we do on downtime? Play video games.
I work.
Work. Well, he's got two jobs. He does that and a day job. My job is this job.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah.
Wow.
He slings groceries.
Oh, that's
slings-
Zach. That's right. I got the names mixed up earlier. I was stoned.
It's all right.
Dan's just the one that. Dan's the one that accepted my friend request like 3 days ago. Finally, for Christ's sake.
I don't get. I look at. You can ask Zach and Doug who posts most of the stuff on Facebook.
No, I've had Zach. Zach don't like a lot of shit.
I don't
Doug's
get
right
on
up my ass, but yeah, I know. I get you. You're a TikToker. Every time I go on, I see you guys and Alex from Saw Paranormal on there. So who do you guys look for? I got to ask you this. I guess it's a little personal. You don't have to answer it at all. But individually, who do you guys look for inspiration? Or who's like your mentor in this field? Or who do you guys go like, oh, you know, Lorraine Warren wouldn't do that, or oh, Hans Holzer wouldn't do that, or is there someone more? You know what I mean?
You actually took mine, Hans Holzer, and I love his daughter Alex too. So she's great.
She's amazing. I think she didn't get enough time on that show. Pittman got a lot of. I like Shane. I have Shane's great. He sent me T-shirts from the Searchers, and all of them are great. And so is Darkness Dave, all them shit. But I really feel like
I started talking to Alex after that show, and I didn't really know too much about Hans Holzer. And I was going through my basement one night, and there was this big book that I had since I was a kid, and it was ghost stories. And I mean, it's like that thick. And I was looking through it, and it's like Hans Holzer. So I called Alex, and I'm like, dude, look, I got your dad's book. And she's like, oh, it's so exciting. So it was really neat.
Wait a minute, you called her?
Yeah. I don't have fear.
Okay. So tell her I said hi next time. Tell her to come on my show. Tell her
I want to get her on our show, but she's
wait. He has no fear unless he walks into a haunted building.
Hey, oh.
But as long as he
if
has
a girl's walking with her G-strings, if a girl's walking in front of him with her G-string showing out of her pants,
as long as he's got a cell phone, he's okay, right, Doug?
I don't scream in haunted places at night, so.
Oh, really? Oh my God, stop chasing me!
My girl had this laughing.
Should we talk about addicts, Doug?
Oh no, let's not do that.
That was the same night.
Boy, look at the time, Adam. Aren't we over on this?
Yeah, Adam.
Oh, look at you! Yeah. You son of a bitch.
Show's over,
yeah,
Adam.
You know what? He's gonna log.
So
he's gonna log off. He's gonna jump in comments, and us three are gonna talk. You watch.
I'm gonna call Doug out on this because it was the same night of my shadow. We were in the attic at the McIntyre Villa, same building.
Ooh.
And Zach comes out first. I come out. Madison comes out. Doug's the last one, and all of a sudden, Doug is like, "Something's following me!" And he literally is like on my daughter's back, trying to like pass her. And I stop to see what it is.
Something growled at me.
Move, go.
Something growled at you, Doug. You said
it was as I was the last one out. Something was in the corner. As I was walking by, it growled, and it was like something was lunging at me. It's probably the same thing that was lunging at Dan. And I'm like,
he took off, and
so we're trying to go down the stairs. Dan stops and looks up, like, what? And I'm on everybody's back.
I'm just standing on the landing watching these three clowns try to like file down the stairs.
Madison's yelling at me to keep moving.
Go, Dad, go.
I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, who's following you? What's going on? Doug that started the whole. That was the fun part of that. We do have some great times. I mean,
oh yeah.
As
I was gonna say, you guys kind of complete the puzzle as far as the team goes. And of course, I don't know a lot about Maddie, about the girl, but it sounds like she fits in there too. Maddie, is that right? She made an appearance real quick. It sounds like you guys can, because I think when people have 10, 15 members, now you're doing it, and 2 or 3 is not enough. So 4 or 5 is kind of where it's at. You know what I mean? I think it's a good number.
Well, and I was talking about the tattoo thing is we went to get the tattoos, and the tattoo guy, the artist that did them, dude, we had him rolling for the whole time. I mean, he was just like laughing. He's like, you guys are great. And then we went back again when Doug and his wife came down to get a tattoo from the same guy and had a blast. And he's just like, you guys got your banter is just, well, that's what everybody talks about is our banter, how we just connect with each other and feed.
He's doing my brother's sleeve right now, and he knew who my brother was because that's how we found out about him. And my brother messaged me, and he's like, dude, when I was there, the whole time he was talking about how you guys are just funny as hell, and just have him like laughing his ass off whenever you're in that studio.
I can feel it.
Yeah,
I can feel it. That's why I'm vibing off it. Sometimes I get guests on here and I'm like, it's trying to pull teeth. I feel like I'm on fucking Little Shop of Horrors. Like, open up, say ah. I'm like, all right, I forget it. But you guys, it's easy to vibe off of because you guys are digging it too.
You get us on a car ride to a location for 4 hours.
You get a 4-hour car ride, man. It's hilarious.
But it's dedication. You bring some snacks, you bring some tunes, you bring good spirits, maybe catch a buzz, and you fucking do your thing. You stop at some, hey, graveyard, pull over. I'm big on, if I'm going someplace, like, dude, when I went to Evans City, Pennsylvania to see the filming sites for Night of the Living Dead, they're coming to get you, Barbara. I got invited by Sue Veck to go to Hillview Manor in fucking Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Hello, yes, please. I got to see where a guy committed suicide, a chick slit her wrist, like fuck yeah. So we checked that out. I mean, it's just sometimes it's the trip. You guys seem like that to me. You don't seem like, I've had some people on here that are very just, I get there and I do my thing and it's like, oh man. But you guys seem very like fucking, yeah, what's up? I stopped the biggest ball of yarn on the side of their throat. You seem very much like you all take life by the horns. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's
totally fair.
And that is fair because me and Zach talk about it a lot. Was like we're not. If you look at most of these paranormal people, and I'm not saying everybody, but most of the paranormal people that are on TikTok, they're looking for their little spark of fandom or TV show or anybody that's doing all that stuff. She has to say that.
They're really cool people. I know she's your biggest fan, but she knows you. And I'm not to cut you off, brother, but she's right, though. You're right. These people on TikTok, they want follow me t-shirts. They want their Zach Bagans 2 minutes of fame, and it's horse shit. It's,
right.
Where's the love and passion? You guys bleed that, dude. You guys get the jokes, but you're fucking, yeah.
Yeah, we're not looking for that. I mean, don't say if it came knocking at our door, yeah, we think about it, but we're not looking for that. We're looking like to spread our love, pay it forward. We're very, when we go to places, we're very hyped on.
What's our number one thing?
What's our number one thing when we go to places? Respect.
Total respect.
Respect the property. Respect the spirits. Respect the owner.
Our house.
This is their house, and we don't do nothing. We don't let anybody play with Ouija boards. We're not making, no one's cleansing anything, nothing like that. That's not
provoking.
Provoking, none of that. We don't like none of that. This is,
provoking. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't provoke.
We don't provoke. Even if we're having a bad night.
I don't see Doug going in there going, oh my God, you got a demon. You're spreading fear into them. Oh, we got to, you know what I mean? I don't see you guys doing that like some people would do to get the money and glitz and glory and bullshit out of it.
And the thing about it is,
that's why I had you come on. I don't need to have anybody come on. I got people knocking on the door to come on, but you fucking guys are really, that's why I get you guys. That's why most people I have on my show, I really don't invite pages to them unless I believe them. I saw it. It's true. I'm not going to tell my name. But with you guys, Doug goes, wow, all your followers. I go, Doug, you guys are the real deal. Zach and Dan, I see your fucking shows. You guys get down to it. Doug, you're very much family man with your kids and wife. You do your thing, and I respect you, man. And I appreciate the respect.
What you see is what you get. That's with all three of us.
Here.
Yeah.
Doug, you need to grow your beard out. You're the only one lacking, really. No offense, but that's the only dismal.
His beard and just glued it on.
Dude, you want me to go back to the chick barber and grab it? We can glue it onto yours. It's a lot of gray.
Just give him your trimmings.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You paid someone to cut that?
On.
Dude, just get the scissors out. Come on.
I want $15, man. I had a lady straddle and cut my beard, man.
Oh, there you go.
We're talking to Haunted Souls Paranormal.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm talking to friends here on Skype, but you guys watch
it. It's shaved and everything, man. Lined up. That looks good.
You got about 17 watchers right now. We got a real big high right now for the end of the show. Real quick, Haunted Souls with a Z Paranormal. Haunted, HAUNTED, Souls, SOULZ, right into the thing on the bottom, Paranormal. They are on Facebook. They're on TikTok. They're on YouTube, Instagram. They're fucking on your mother's fucking calendar. Check them out. They're everywhere. Shit, man. We can go 10 minutes more. TikTok's giving me 10 more minutes. Is that cool? Or is Doug gonna go home to mama?
No, I'm already home at mama. So
we're good.
All right. I got a boy.
I even grabbed another one.
Yeah,
look, people are loving that. This Julie's girl sent me a friend request. They're making everybody feel comfortable. She says you guys feel comfortable. Susan Tucker says road tripping with you guys is hilarious. You're really down to earth. You make it feel fun.
Yeah,
that's what it's about. You don't have, you know what I mean?
She road tripped up with us to Minnesota. She was one of the St. Louis people that went to Minnesota with us.
You know what, Adam? If it's not fun, it's not worth doing, man. Honest to God.
There you go.
If it's not fun.
You beautiful bastard. I got such a buzz right now. I'd love to give you a big hug, but you're right there in fucking Minnesota. So let's go start with you, Dougie boy. We're going to go down the room. We'll go with Zach and Dan real quick, but since you're next to me, it's easier to start with. Let's go something fun. Give me music, brother. What do you get hyped to? What's one of your classics? What's one of your go-tos for CDs or
I
whatever?
am total Dave Matthews band. Sorry about a lot of people don't like Dave, but that's all pretty much a lot of what I listen to daily.
Too much. I drink too much. Too much.
Adam, he's coming to your town, dude. I was going to come out and see it. He's got a concert coming to Bangor, Maine.
Wait a minute. I have to vouch for this.
Fucking stay at my place, Doug.
Wait. Adam, I have to vouch for this. Because Doug is the only man that I know that went to a concert all by himself just to see the band. Like,
I've never heard of that.
He's like, I'm by myself. I'm like,
I'm at a concert?
Yeah, he went to a concert all by himself to see Dave Matthews.
Really? I've
Yeah.
gone to the movies alone, but never a concert. That's the first.
That is great. So have I, Adam. I can lay down and take a nap.
I've gone to the movies to see The Lighthouse because no one cared about The Lighthouse. I love The Lighthouse, and I love the guy that makes The Witch in The Lighthouse. I like those underrated movies. In movies, I get it. It's dark. I can eat popcorn and eat an edible and get baked and sit there and jerk off and whatever. No one's paying attention. But as far as like a concert or like a wrestling event or a hockey game, I've never gone alone to that. That's bizarre. But good for you, man. Whatever, you know.
Yeah.
He's a dedicated fan
No
right
shit,
there,
huh?
man.
I love
Yep.
you, Doug.
Love
Oh,
you
look
too,
at that.
man.
Heather says, go, Doug. My girl's a big supporter of you.
I love
I
you,
do,
Heather.
man. You've been a really great supporter. You've built your team up, and I've got to meet these great guys and follow their asses on TikTok and laugh my ass off. And okay, let's go, Zach. What's about you, man? What's your favorite? What's your type of music?
Every year, my my top minutes played on Spotify is Suicide Boys. I'm a big rap fan.
No shit.
But don't get me
Okay.
wrong. In my playlist of like 3,000 songs, I have anywhere from musicals and Celine Dion. Love Celine Dion. All the way to like rap. I listen to it all besides country. A little iffy on that one, but yeah.
Do you like?
What's
Okay,
new?
what about this? And this is what I get a lot of shit. Oh, I love a big band shit. Have you ever heard of D. Antwoord from Africa, Cape Town? Die Antwoord.
Mhm.
Yep.
I think you're
I've
freaky.
not,
I saw them in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're different. It's like rave rap type shit. It's too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've heard of them. If you like rap, you've heard of them. So that's cool.
Gotta
If you like a
figure
little
out-
bit, then you like the weird shit. That's dope.
Yeah.
All right, Danny boy, round it off for me. Oh, well, let me guess. Biohazard
Manilow.
or fucking Slipknot.
Wait a minute. What'd you say? I heard him say Barry Manilow. What'd you say?
Pantera, Slipknot, Biohazard.
No,
Henry
no,
Rollins.
no.
Michelle McLaughlin.
Laura McLaughlin.
Oh, is that her name?
I support that.
Punch him!
Drink
Punch
another
him in
bit,
the arm.
Zach.
Actually, man, I am all over the board. Kiss is my all-time favorite. Kiss, Queen.
Okay.
I
would've
like
guessed that.
country. I had a lot of older brothers and sisters. I was the baby, so back in the 60s and 70s, those were what they played when I was a kid, was Kiss and Queen, REO, all those, you know.
Oh fuck! How did I forget about the Beatles?
That's like, that's what I thought you were.
Back in the 70s, dude, I was born in 79. You must have been born in what, 77, 76?
71, 52.
75 here.
Fuck, you look good on camera. Not to be gay, but
Thank
holy
you.
shit, wow.
You know his age to guess my age.
Yeah, so if I'm 52, you get to guess his age.
Okay, well, all right, Zach's got to be
He's the oldest.
27.
Ooh, close.
27, 28?
Turned 30.
29
Yeah,
or
29.
30.
Well, 29.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Doug.
he's 29, 30.
Doug's 41.
No,
45.
keep going. I'll be
43?
48 in July.
Shit, I'll be 44 in September. Wow. So fucking
Yep.
Zach's Youngblood, we're all fucking the middle-aged fucks. Good for us.
Yeah.
And Madison is 19.
You also young. Madison, okay, she's young. That's okay.
Yeah,
I
there's
gotta say, I
27.
couldn't really see her for a couple seconds. I would have guessed about 20 or so. Heather said 27. John, lighthouses are great, and Maine's got a shit ton. I've been to one where one I want to go to in Bridgeford Pool where a dude killed the sheriff and then himself. But no, Lighthouse the movie, it's got William Dafoe in it. It's pretty fucking funny. Zach, someone's got something for you. I don't know that you listen to Suicide Boys, and to those I love, thank you for sticking around, Amanda. You guys get some fun people.
I didn't
Drake,
know
July,
that.
Heather 76.
Oh, Heather, what date in July?
My girl. Yep, my girl. All right, we're gonna roll some more time. I'm gonna have some fun shit. Let's talk food, dudes. What do you guys do for fucking like big deals? If you guys have a big thing, is it pot roast? Is it burgers, steaks, pizza? What's your go-to for like?
Doug,
big
what do you eat on
investigation before or
investigation? What do you eat
The
on
only thing I eat on
investigation?
it, I eat grapes on investigation and
Grapes
peanut
and
M&M.
what? Grapes and
Peanut
M&M's.
M&Ms.
Really?
It's my go-to on an investigation. So
What's ours?
we always stop at Walmart and buy a big bag of grapes.
Lunchables.
Dan buys
Ritual.
his
It's a
Lunchables,
ritual.
and then Zach buys his energy drinks and
Lunchables. We're
What
Lunchable
else?
guys.
Energy drinks and Adderall.
Energy drinks and Adderall.
I went to Hillview Manor in Radford, Virginia with Eric Knapp and Stephanie Hudnick, and you got mad at me because I smoked a joint in the parking lot before I went in.
Yeah. Lunchables and
I love it.
Yeah.
That's from Alexis Candles, my former guest. I listened to my joint with it. No, that's cool, man. I dig that. What do you say, Lunchables, dude? Dan, you say
bring
Lunchables?
But not the like the $3 one. We get
not the Oscar Mayer one.
$1.50.
We get the Walmart snacker.
You get a bunch of the Snickers bar and the little mini Snickers fun size in it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you something. I've seen him buy a Lunchables every single hunt we go on, and have for years, but I've not one time seen him ever eat it. I personally have never seen them eat Lunchables.
The Adderall kicks in.
I do eat mine.
Really?
I never
Always
see
on
him.
the free room. Yeah, after we get the rotations, I bust out mine and do it. And eat it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch for that.
Past 3 times.
So.
I forget.
See, that's smart because it's preservatives. You don't need to refrigerate it. It can last all night. You can pick off it. Look, everybody's timing in how old they are. That's so funny.
Oh,
62
Clay.
here as well. I'm 48. I'm 62 too. Oh, you guys started a trend. Hey, if you guys get any questions for these paranormal investigators, go ahead and do them now before we end the call with them. Here on a Thursday night, I'm sure they want to get going. We can go another 11 minutes, or 10 minutes, which will be 9:30 if you guys don't mind.
Well, no better than me.
We're having fun,
It's your
bro.
show, man.
You, man. I got nothing to
If
do.
worst comes to worst, you guys log off and I talk to these fucking cats for 10 minutes. But whatever, man. I'm having fun. I'm buzzed.
No, we're good. We're good.
Adam, how long is your
pizza
longest
would be
show?
my other one.
I still have like 4 more beers in there.
Oh, we didn't eat lunch.
My longest show has been my longest show was about, I think, 2 hours and 10 minutes. And it was either with H.H. Holmes' great-great-grandson, Jeff Mudgett, or who was America's first serial killer in Chicago, the America. You guys know H.H. Holmes, I imagine, right?
Either Adam or Dan was talking to me about H.H. Holmes recently. I can't remember which one of the two of you it was.
Dude, he was
Had a
born in Billington, New
conversation.
I've been to his childhood home. Look.
Oh,
They got
man.
me all spastic now. Look at, okay, check it out. You guys want to see what I got from one of my listeners? George DeCoster mailed me this. It goes for $260 on eBay because they're sold out. There were 666 made of this vodka.
Oh, I saw this.
It sat in front of the Annabelle in the Warren Occult Museum for 30 days, and he mailed me it. And this is the certificate. I wanted to show him online. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Of the vodka, Harrington vodka. Comes with a Ouija board, planchette, and gloves to handle the bottle until you get it, blessed by a priest. It's in a Ouija board box. The reason why I have it sideways is because the bottle snapped open. I took a sip of it the other day of this
Was
vodka,
it good?
dude. It was pretty good. I probably shouldn't have sipped off it because I didn't get it blessed yet, but whatever. But that's it. I got pictures on Facebook and a video, but that's it. And it sat in front of the Occult Museum in Connecticut, Monroe. And that was sent to me, and that's on my thing next to my H.H. Holmes brick. I got a thing from the Pet Cemetery filming site where the crosses were all white, and it's still there in Ellsworth, Maine. You guys got to come up to Maine. I have so much material for you guys to share. I would love to bring you into my world. I really trust you guys. I think we've hit it off here really great. And I'm not just saying that shit. We're having fun, man. Shit.
We're gonna come.
Good. I always
We're
see your
gonna
show,
come.
and I'm like, I want to jump on TikTok, but I don't want to be that guy that's annoying that goes, I want to go live with you. And you got to X me out of it. So I just go out.
Hey, actually,
We haven't gone live with anybody.
We haven't gone live with anybody. If you
Go
get
first.
on, we'll go live with you. If you get on one of our Saturday
Don't
night.
say that because I will tomorrow when I see you live.
No,
We'll go
Saturday
tomorrow.
we're doing an investigation. You should.
Yeah, well, it won't be until late. It won't be until like 1. On
Oh,
investigation night. On eve.
Adam's
on
in
dinner.
Well,
Night
one
Owl,
of these
aren't
times during the week. I always see you on there at random times during the week,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, come on in. Jump in. We'll bring you on the live.
Well, try not to
never-
swear. I know there's things where they can flag you on for swearing or mentioning stuff. I'm trying to get the gist of TikTok. It's really weird.
Yeah, it just depends on people that are on there.
Oh, thank you so much, Jules. Dan and Zach, you guys never told me who you're inspired by. Thank you, Jules, for calling me out on that. I'm a bad host.
Yeah, we'll do.
Dan
I'm
and Zach,
inspired
one
by
at a
it.
time. Who are you inspired by, brothers?
Zach.
Dan.
Thank you, Jules.
You're inspired by each other.
Now.
We're inspired by each other.
Stop. Nope. That's a bullshit cop out. Come on now.
Okay, wait. I'm going to say this because I said this the other day. We actually talked about this the other day. And would it just be weird if I told you that I don't watch paranormal shows?
Same.
I
watch History Channel. I'll watch YouTube documentaries, but I don't watch fucking Zach Bagans. Ghost Hunters I did in the beginning when they first season 1 and 2 Grant was new. But these other fuckers, man, Paranormal State, and they could eat my fucking shit.
The only one that I really watched and I saw my first shadow and they had it was a pool table. They were filming a pool area and the shadow moved from behind the pool table and left the room. Was Taps. Them guys, I watched them. Those are the guys that I would probably, if I would have to say, if I would really want to meet somebody and be a fanboy, would be them.
Grant Wilson, all the ones from Rhode Island, the fucking Roto-Rooter plumbers, dude. They started it. I'm sorry. They brought it to national attention.
Yeah. I mean, I saw my first shadow was just ooh, that creeped me out. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And so I would have to say them.
I don't know.
Dan, where'd you see that at? Was it the McIntyre house?
No, I don't know.
First shadow, the McIntyre Villa or whatever?
My first shadow, like by my eyes, I saw that would be. I've seen 3 apparitions and 2 shadows. Well, actually, I've seen 3 shadows. We've seen the dog shadow at MSP. I got a quick story here. Doug likes the story. It's about ISS. We were at the Indiana State Sanitarium, and on the 3rd floor, it was a women's only floor. There was men weren't allowed. So we're have a group of people. And we're not getting a lot of stuff. The women are in the rooms. We're doing trigger objects and stuff. So I said, hey, let's put the men in the room, take the women in the hallway. So this guy, Josh, I said, Josh, go in this room right next to me. Josh walks in the room. Josh walks out the room, walks down the hall. I said, yo, Josh, I thought I told you to go in the hall and into the room. And he pokes his head out and goes, I am. And the lady standing next to me is like, did you just see that? And I was like, yeah, I did see that. It came out.
You had double eyes on that. You had a pair of eyes on that besides your own.
Whoa.
Yeah, he came out, and I thought, I was like, hey, dude, I thought you were supposed
That's
to.
That's a doppelganger, right?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know if it was a shadow. I don't know if it was a shadow or just kind of like we saw somebody come out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like an image come out. So I don't know if it was exact him. I just assumed it was him since I put him in there. I was just assuming that it was. But shadow.
Where was this again?
Indiana State Sanitarium. ISS is in
Rockford, Indiana, isn't it?
Yeah, Rockford, Indiana. That's a great place. It's an asylum. It's huge.
It is huge.
Massive.
A photo of on Instagram today, actually. It's some of the nurses.
There's some of these places out there in the Midwest, I tell you. What were you saying, Zach?
I put a photo on Instagram today from ISS.
You barely talked this whole episode. It's your turn. Talk.
It's funny because we all have our intros whenever we go through our rules. We introduce who we are. And mine, I tried to get it as I try to keep it to 5 seconds. I'm the quiet one behind the camera, and I'll go to any dark, creepy place you want. And that's all I say. I'm a quiet.
Much respect.
Yeah, he'll go anywhere by himself. We'll say, Doug, or go in that tunnel down there underneath the house, and as long as there's no spiders, he'll go.
Yeah.
You out at the balls. You got the girl who's kind of the chick, which helps sell the team. Doug's kind of the face. Dan's the voice. Zach's kind of behind the scenes. But you all make it fucking work. Haunted Souls Paranormal with a Z. With about 4 minutes to go. Let's plug some shit. Now's the time. Where can people find you guys? Well, we got about 12 people watching. Where can people find you guys? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Go. TikTok.
Doug, where are we at, Doug?
We're on Facebook, Haunted Souls Paranormal. We're on TikTok. You guys probably know that one better than I do. I don't even know
Haunted Souls with a Z _paranormal.
_ Yep. We've got a YouTube page. Again, look up Haunted Souls. Instagram, I think Zach's building up pretty good.
Season two, I believe, Spotify. On YouTube. Is it season 2 right now?
No, we're still in season 1. We were actually just talking about that. Beyond the Shadows, it's underneath my thing here. That's the name of our podcast we do every Tuesday night.
I should have it in the thing on the bottom. Yep.
7 to 9 p.m. Central Time. We have a lot of fun, and a lot of these guests that you have over here on the show here, they're there too, asking tons of questions. It's a good time. I don't know. What did I miss?
We have
I'll
guests,
come on anytime as a guest.
We want you.
We have location owners on there. Like we had Josh from Melbourne. We had Stephanie. We had Lisa and Aaron from YMCA. We had Ken from Waverly. Like not only is it just us talking, but we try to give these building location owners their time to plug their space.
Their buildings.
Yeah.
What I was going to say real quick to Adam, though, about the YMCA, you asked about that and gangsters. They said when we were talking to them on Tuesday night, if you can go back and watch Aaron talk about, they said that Chicago and somewhere up in Des Moines was like the big gangster two places, and the meeting place was Davenport and Rock Island. So that's where the YMCA comes in. Is a lot of
Davenport, Iowa, where Seth Rollins is from, the wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they said that YMCA was like a meeting place for the gangsters to meet at because it was centrally located between the two cities.
Well, and it's right on the river.
And it's right on the river, and it was easy to get, and there was all kinds of tunnels underneath there and stuff. I was just bringing that up because we were talking about gangsters in Chicago.
How many bodies were dumped in that river?
You know what's funny? I'm actually allowed another about a half hour. So honestly, dude, if you guys want to keep going, man, I'm just fucking bored here in Maine, and I think we're having a fun time. I ain't talked to no one in 3 days. I've been up here, and I'm 3 hours away from my girlfriend.
You end it.
Yeah, we'll stay on to you end it, man. We don't care. We don't.
Our podcast is 2 hours, so we always go over
an hour and 10 minutes. Well, some people like that. They go, it's an hour and 10 minutes. I gotta go. If you're watching, fuck you. You know I'm talking about you. But whatever. I don't care, man.
Adam, I'm not really big on plugging myself, but I do have something really cool. If your guests do go to our social media, I actually got a picture of a ghost in Missouri State Penitentiary, and actually they might even be able to pull that up. It is the coolest thing. I didn't even know I took it.
Dan's leaving.
Yeah, he's pulling this picture up. But I took a picture because when I do investigations, I always go and take a picture for my wife to show her where I'm at for the night. And
closer,
I snapped it. Yeah, he's got it. So there he is on the second floor there. It's
perfect.
Try what it is first, Doug.
Is that a jail?
What's that?
Yeah, tell me where you're at.
Missouri State Penitentiary is where we were at. And so we were doing an investigation that night. General population.
3 levels high, 4 levels high. Yeah.
And there's the picture.
And there's a zoom in.
Whoa.
I took that picture.
Oh shit! That's a fucking. Look at the fucking legs. Look at the arm. That is someone there. And you guys were alone.
Look at the prison stripes.
You guys were alone.
I was alone.
Doug was the only one in the building.
I took that picture, posted it on Facebook, and Zach.
You can see him here. That's just the blown up version of it, but that's the actual. This whole picture was the actual picture, and you can see him there.
You can actually see through that apparition. But
give
anyway,
this man a blue fucking ribbon.
Yeah, Zach started texting. He's like, "Dude, you got something." I was in a rotation at the time, and I looked at it. And I was like, "I can't believe that no one was there."
Yeah, because there was nobody commenting on that post, and I'm like, Doug, do you not see what you have on photo right there?
Yeah,
Hey,
I think I messaged
great
you like
catch. Great catch.
Hey, I see you got Ghostbusters.
You're right, dude.
I see you got Ghostbusters behind you.
Oh, look at that Slimer.
That's my REM pod. He goes off.
Slimy. I just sold my proton pack for $100. Yeah, Slimy.
Yeah,
I love him. That's what got me started. Being an 80s kid, the movies, the cartoons, and then of course in 1988, my grandfather died in a fucking local store, Bork's Market in Lewiston. My mom lost her shit. He came to me and brought me to the fridge and got milk in 1988. I was 9 years old. I thought it was crazy until years later. My sister told me she came to him that night. That's when I started believing in ghosts, man. Then I saw my grandfather die at the age of 15. He flatlined in front of me, man. He puked, vomited, shit his pants, his eyes rolled back, everything in the hospital. Flatline, nurses came in, and I literally saw him spaz out and fucking die. So at the age of 20, man, I've seen a death and a ghost. So it's go time. Now that I've seen my mom and I died for 38 seconds in a car crash so that I never caught the guy who actually did it, man, I tell you, man, you guys know as well as I do, it's a hobby, but it's a passion. And if you don't respect it, it will bite you in the fucking ass. It's not just TV and, ooh, let's go ghost hunting. Ooh, this is fun. Let's have tarts. Like, I get that. There's the Weekend Warriors. There's like that in everything. There's like that in disc golf. There's like that in fucking drag racing. I get it. But for ones like you guys live this, right? You guys really take this seriously. Don't you have a passion and love, all of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just bullshit.
I mean,
It's all about respect.
Mine's becoming the whole.
It's gotta be. And I love the movies, and I love the ghosts, and I love the little memes about fucking, oh, is that haunted? But at the same time, man, when I go to a graveyard, I'm like, I'm here not to hurt you. I'm here to respect you. I'll leave pennies at graves. I'm very much old school. In New England, man, we got 16 graves, 1626, 1636 graves and shit. Motherfuckers are 400 years dead. You gotta respect that, right, Dan?
Yeah.
Well, it's true. Yeah, I mean, it's hocus pocus shit.
Zach said, "I'll just suck you off."
You guys would have orgasms. All three of you guys would shake. You guys come to New England, I'll show you where there's witches and pirates and people buried from the fucking Mayflower in New England, the oldest.
I'm telling you right now, Adam, we are making a trip. I'm telling you, I know everybody said it. We are making a trip to see you.
Please do. And I don't mean that. You guys don't call me and I go, who are you? I'm fucking bored here in Maine. And I tell you, people go, Maine sucks. I go, really? There's fucking mermaid sightings. Betty and Barney Hill, America's first ever alien abductees, black and white couple in New Hampshire, Laconia. I've been there. I've been to the house they died in. I've been to their grave sites in Kingston, New Hampshire. I've been where they've been abducted in fucking Laconia. You want to fucking go, brother ma? Fucking give me some money, buy me some dinner, let me smoke my weed, and I'll bring you guys some shit. You'll come in your pants for fucking days. And that's a promise. If you want to come in, I'll take you up on it. You guys are cool, dude. I dig you guys, man. We're going to go a little bit longer. So what keeps you guys going in this morbid shit? I mean, people look at that and go, oh, go ghost hunters. That's cheesy. And oh, you like the dead. So what keeps you going in this between your families, your friends, and just life, your work people?
Honestly, I get to do it with my kids.
What's
I
that?
get to do it with my friend. I get to do it with my friend and my son and my daughter. So it's a cool hobby that my kids want to do this.
Fuck everybody else.
It's a way for me to get to hang out with my kids and do something that they like. My good friend Doug, we all hang out, and that's what keeps us going. That's what, and meeting new people and paying it forward and doing the stuff with the community that, all these other people, like we said, that want their knowledge
fame and fortune.
Their fame and fortune, and we're not all about that.
Zach, Doug, Dan, do you guys believe, or are you open to home cases as well as just obviously famous haunts? But are you willing to help people if need be? I mean, are you willing to?
We've done that. We've done several homes. Some of them
Really?
quite terrifying. Some of them. One of them was complete whack job, but I hate to say that. Hopefully they're not watching. But
you got to
I don't think so. I don't think so. You're all right, buddy. I don't think they're watching.
You got to do that mental examination because you don't know if they're bullshitting and they want attention or if they're crazy.
No, and you know what? That's why I was telling you earlier that we like to go and find those cases that aren't so mainstream. If people have something in their house, they want us to come look. We don't charge them for that. We go and we view it as an adventure and a way to help and figure out what's going on there. Some lady sent us a picture of this wall that has this old lady's apparition face coming out, and it was apparently affecting the kids or something. They had really little kids, and so they sent us this picture and was like, "Holy hell!" I'll send it to you, Adam, because it's quite disturbing. But that's what we ran there. We didn't stop. We wanted to see and figure out what's going on.
We'll see.
So anyway,
cut you off, Doug.
Yeah.
And I know Zach is literally passed out. He's so fucking paranoid he passed out right now. So God bless Zach. But I'm just joking. Dan, but seriously, Doug, to me, that's shit that people listen and go, oh, that's cool, that's neat. But this fucking family is kind of terrified, right? I mean, you're kind of doing a public service here. They don't know where to go. They're either going to get ridiculed, made fun of, thought to be fucking weirdos, losers, or you guys take them seriously and try to help them the best you can, right? I mean,
right.
Where do they go?
Well, and that's the thing what Doug was saying. We just did. I had a lady call us up just recently, and she said that her kids were coming down the next morning and say, "Mommy, you were very mean last night when you came in our room." And she's like, "I wasn't in your room." And apparently this lady's coming in her room and telling them to get out, and I'm like, okay, that's not right. So we went and set up some cameras. We went and set up some cameras to see if we could catch anything. And the gentleman was like, well, Dan, you got two. He's like, my son said the weirdest thing he said the other night was, Daddy, I don't like when the hands are coming, I don't like it when the hands are coming out of the pillow. I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, when a 3-year-old kid's gonna say hands coming out of pillow, I'm like,
that's gonna scar these kids for life, and that's where you guys come in, because people are gonna go, they're crazy, their kids' imagination, but sometimes it's not.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna say it. If your kid says they had an imaginary friend, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 times it's a spirit. It's not an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, fucking Dan. Thank you.
Yeah, we just went to the Strawberry Festival, and I was telling that story 2 weeks ago on our podcast about this little girl that came into our tent, and she saw like our dolls, our voodoo dolls, and she said, "Oh, my daughter's a little weird. She likes weird things." And this girl was like 6 or 7 years old, and she's like, "Oh, she's got some imaginary friends." And so I was like, "Really?" I'm like, "How many friends?" And she's like, "Oh, she's got like 3 or 4." So I bent down to the girl's level, and I was like, "So tell me about your friends." And she's like, "Well, one's a little girl in the backyard that wants to play. One guy's tapping on my window at nighttime, and then the other guy has no legs that lives underneath our house." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "They're not imaginary friends." I'm like, if they scare you, just tell them no, get away. I didn't invite you. I don't want you near me, and everything. And the mom was just like, "I am so glad that you like reached down. You actually talked to my daughter. You didn't, brush her off like, it was something and everything." And I was telling that story on the podcast, and the lady.
Dan, not to cut you off, but go ahead.
And as I was telling the story and stuff on the podcast, the lady popped up and goes, "Oh, that was my daughter that you're talking about. She was like watching our podcast and everything. She's like, I'm so thankful that you talked to her and stuff." And I'm like,
yeah, she just messaged me on Instagram or on Messenger too, because I went to high school with her.
"Oh, yeah, he went to high school with the lady." Small world.
I was saying you went to high school with it. Well, I was just going to ask you. I didn't want to cut you off, but do you think that doing that gives, like, in a way, kind of gives them power? I mean, is that what you guys all feel, kind of in a way, like that gives these spirits power if you kind of acknowledge them or kind of give in a way? I mean, it sounds to me like they almost feed on the innocent or the unknowledgeable in a way, if that makes sense. It seems like people are still trying to figure out what possessions. You know what I mean?
I think that they actually, because kids are more open to it. As you grow up, you kind of close yourself off, and you don't want to be the weirdo in class that talks to spirits. And so as you grow up, I think that you socially change, but I think the spirits like to be talked to and stuff. So kids kind of they haven't reached that age yet where they're like, "Oh, it's taboo to even talk about it."
Well, and I feel like they feed off that.
Fucking Dan's got a fan club. You guys can buy Go Dan t-shirts at hauntedsoulsparanormal.com or Haunted Souls if you want to support Dan.
Go, Dan,
Heather
go.
goes to question. Heather, John Bernier and his wife were picked out. They're gonna get jewelry, some business cards, as well as Haunted Souls fucking hats, dude. Even I don't have that. So God bless them. They've been listening for a long time. They deserve it. Yeah, we're gonna go a bit over, man. I'm having fun with you guys, man. I really am. Usually I'm like, all right, I gotta go. But with you guys, I'm like, fuck, I want to talk to these guys. And people are listening. We got about 12 people watching live. That's pretty good. You guys got any questions? No one's really had any super big questions. No one's really had any questions about you guys. Let me see. Is there a certain time, or is there a certain? I mean, obviously you guys don't know it all. I mean, I know Dan obviously is like the guru, but at the same time, you're not a demonologist, right? Is there someone? Is there someone you guys would call in, or if you guys know you're over your head, you're like, all right, I'm going to call so and so. Like, is there? You know what I mean?
I have a story about that actually. If you want the story,
yeah, shoot.
So back to McIntyre, we had one of our guests. Something really came over her. I'm not going to name names, but we were up in the attic, and she's sitting down on a couch with us. And starts this really deep male voice, like, "Get out of here. What are you doing?" And so it's really scared the crap out of me. So we actually called, we have a psychic friend, Heidi. And we called her, and she walked her through how to come away from that possession. It was scary, Adam. You had talked about if I'd been scared before. That was it.
Well, yeah, of course it's scary, but at the same time, you didn't pretend to go, yeah, just light some sage and just,
No, we actually, I knew it was over our heads. So I called in the pros, and
But I also think this speaks on the level of like how we operate and how we feel towards our guests. What did we do when that happened, though?
You mean take them out of
What
the
do you mean?
environment?
Like, did you provoke it to come
No,
out?
like,
No. We removed them from the environment.
Oh, no, I know what you're saying. Like, what do we do? The thing came out, you fucking handled it. And if it's out of your league, you don't pretend to be demonologist or exorcist. You hire someone that knows how to handle it, and you keep going until you do. But at the same time, you're kind of like the middleman, so to speak. And that's what I am. Like, people go, like I slept in. I went to Lizzie Borden's house. Me and Heather spent the whole night at Lizzie Borden's in Fall River. And I'm a little bit of a paranormal investigator. I'm more of a historian. I'm more of a bullshitter, just kind of talker. But at the same time, if I'm going over my head, I know shamans and demonologists, and I know Tony Spera and all of them. I have all their phone numbers, so I know who to call. I'm not going to bullshit you. But at the same time, I know my shit. But when I'm over my head, I'm like, fuck this, man. Time to call Poltergeist or whatever the fuck. Like, you guys are that way too. You're very humble, which is good. You know your shit, but you know when you're right, Dan, Zach, I mean, you guys know.
Well, what Zach was just saying was that we do approach it. We're always looking out for the guests. We're watching to see if they're getting sick or possessed or something's taken over. I mean, that's part of our responsibility as, I guess, event host. So,
yeah, the guests. I mean, no matter.
I got a shout out from Zach was scrolling. Dan said stop was my name. Yes, well, because Heather didn't know. Heather goes, shut the fuck up. I didn't. The universe was going to say you picked them. Well, at first they picked a couple people and they didn't answer. So then they said, well, how about fucking John J? I go, oh, John just beat cancer. He messaged me literally yesterday saying I just beat cancer. The chemo worked. Everything. God is good. I'm going to take some more tests. And him and his wife, Linda, they're from Seattle, Washington. They watch all the time. So they're getting both. I bought 2 bracelets off Heather. I gave her $10. They're going to get some business cards. I'm going to get Zach and Dan's mail. You guys will, if you guys want, mail me the hats. I can mail it to them. How about this? Mail me a hat, you fuckers. I want a hat, so I'll rock on the show.
You got to wear that hat, man. That guy's paying you to wear that hat.
Good old Donnie.
I'll PayPal you guys. I want some merch.
SOULZ
merch.
Does she make
so they're giving me 10 more minutes.
Does she make
what can we talk about? Where do you guys see Haunted Souls Paranormal in the future? Do you guys see yourselves doing a bigger team, bigger searching, more of a YouTube channel, TikTok? Where do you guys see Haunted Souls Paranormal in 2024?
I got this one for him. So you've seen what we do, right, Adam? How big we are and everything. Would you guess that we're not even a year old in the company?
Shut the front door.
Nope.
You guys have been doing this in 2022?
No, our company will not be a year old until July.
Shut the front door.
Yep.
Hey, look at that comment. Yeah.
Look at this. Susan Tucker's going to throw
a cup that's in awesome. For John.
You guys are just a baby. Well, okay.
Susan's going to get him a cup.
Look at this, Dan. And thank you, Susan. I'll take a cup too if you want my message. I love free shit. Susan. Dan.
No, she's going to send you a cup.
Listen, you guys. But how long have you guys been doing this individually, though? You guys aren't just virgins like a year ago, right? Dan's, Doug, Zach?
Years.
You guys have been doing
this
for a while. Just not.
She'll send you this
Is it
cup.
dildo? What is that?
No, it's a cup.
No, it's our
I'll take you one. Oh, I want one.
Yeah. Doug's been putting a dildo to his mouth the whole show there, Adam.
Tomorrow when I'm sober, I'm getting a cup of you fucking guys. They're all just babies.
No,
to answer your question, we've been doing it for a while.
You guys got experience, so you're not just year-old little virgins. You guys have
no. The company's a year old. I've been doing this for probably about 5 to 6 years.
Wow! But look at the banner out back, the merchandise, the TikTok, the Facebook, the YouTube, Doug's, what is it called? What's that thing called that you get with the girls get it? What it's called? Shit. OnlyFans, Doug's OnlyFans. All that shit's taken off. You guys do.
See, that's all of our merchandise, Adam, behind us.
It's Doug's OnlyFans. I can see he's the moneymaker. He's the face behind the company for sure. I mean, look at that fucking thing. Like you wouldn't want to smash that if you were in prison, right? So that's so sweet, Susan.
No, a dick in my butt keeps me out of prison.
I love Doug. I'm buzzing. It's been an honor, guys. You're giving me a couple more minutes. Orgy. My girl Heather says orgy. Yes. All right, Heather. We're gonna keep it PG. There's fucking 12-year-olds watching somewhere in America. This is gonna go on the YouTube channel tomorrow. No, seriously. All jokes aside, you guys had me going. I had to make sure I had my guard against because Doug's like, they're gonna fucking bust my balls. I know. Doug, what do you hope to get out of all this? You ever see yourself writing a book or doing a YouTube documentary or maybe trying something like that?
No, here it is.
Video?
It's very simple for me. I love meeting people. I love teaching people and seeing their first paranormal experience, the light at the twinkle in their eyes, and a lot of our guests will be like first timers. They'll call us the next day and say, geez, when's the next one? When are we going to do it again? And so that's to me why I do it. I have fun with
yeah, they're hooked.
Well, and again, it's not a moneymaker, really. It's more of a passion for us. And Adam, what you don't know is you look at the three of us. We did a free event for some disabled adults down in St. Louis last year. It's one of the first things we did. One of Dan's friends reached out to us and said, "Hey, we want to." Pathways to Independence said, "Hey, we want to do an event for our autistic adults and people on the spectrum." And I'll tell you, that was to me my most favorite event. Seeing the crying, they had tears in their eyes. They were hearing their grandparents come through, dead grandparents, and it was so touching. We didn't make a penny on that. I flew down. Didn't make a penny, but to me, it was the most rewarding thing that we do. So
look at these two fucking guys bobbing their heads. You guys know what's up. You guys are big hardcore guys. You're like, yeah, no, but it's true. Seriously,
you see the persona, you never guess it.
You guys are at a Motley Crue concert bobbing. It's true. You guys are bobbing your heads. It's all about it, though. It's a good feeling when people leave there feeling good. You're like, man, I made a light amount of money, but these fucking people are going home and they're sleeping good tonight thinking about what I did. It's a good and a lot of people don't think that way, guys. So as we end the show here, I'll have to have you fucking guys back on. It's just how it is.
And that's the thing on your show. Real quick, Adam, on our show, on our events, we tell them that we can't make the ghost clock in, clock out. So if you guys don't get a lot of activity and stuff, we hope that you get a great time with us, with our banner, just with us hanging out. That at least, I didn't get a lot of ghosts, but, those were guys were fun to hang out with. Maybe next time, we do and stuff. And another thing with Doug, to see a person see their first action of like when a flashlight turns on or a REM pod goes off, it's the first time they've seen that. And they're like, the face that they make is just like, it's the
old face.
Yeah,
it's that money shot.
Oh, yeah. And it's a great thing because then they're like, oh, we're hooked. Because once you get one person to see that, everybody's hooked to do it. It's
because right away they look at the pros. They look at you guys like, I saw it, I heard it, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
They fucking love it, and you're like, I fucking got these fuckers. They come in going, yeah, Scooby Doo, and they leave there going, fucking, they're real. And you really, I think you've changed the aspect, and not so much like moneymaker, like you guys say, but it's like I turned it on the Ebenezer onto my shit, and I think that's cool, man. 6 minutes to go. Fuck fucking StreamYard. They can kiss my ass.
I'm looking forward to coming up there.
You guys bullshit me. Everybody goes, I'm coming to Maine, and I flick it the rest of the year.
Adam, we're not bullshitting you, man.
Summer's coming, brother. I mean, even if we meet in York, the oldest building on American soil that was still owned by the British is the York County Jail, 1697. I've been there. A guy carved up his meat supper in the jail, in the fucking arm things and the jail things. There's like fucking little sleeves. They thought he cut his arm out escaping. They went outside. He hid up in the chimney. He came out of the chimney and escaped, and they went out looking for him. And that's no bullshit. In York, Maine. They named it to Yorkshire, England. I've been there. I did a fucking tour. You talk about goosebumps. We need to go there, man. There's a witch buried there, Mary Mason. Yeah.
Where do you live?
York, Maine. There's a fucking there's a concrete slab above her grave. There's Bacardi there, joints, hotel keys, dildos, candles. You name it.
He lives in Bangor, though, don't you?
I live in the Bangor area. I live in the suburbs. I live in
Where?
Adams, Maine. It's a little south of that, but I don't
Adams,
where I
Maine.
live is like
That's where you're at, Adams, Maine.
there's a Native American reserve called Adams, Maine, right by LaGrange, like the ZZ Top sound. Oh,
That's a 2-day drive, damn.
That's a 2-day drive.
It's 3 hours from Portland. My girlfriend lives in Old.
No, that's where you spring for an airfare ticket.
That's a week trip coming up, man. That's a week trip.
Dude, I did acid in high school, but there's fucking wild rabbits around here. I'm not tripping. There's wild rabbits.
Well, the only
eagles.
reason is we got to drive because we have all the equipment.
You guys meet me in fucking.
Yeah.
You can take that on a plane.
Yeah, I think
Meet me in Lewiston, Maine, or so. I'll show you where. I'll show you where Graveyard Shift was filmed. There's a mill in Harmony, Maine. It's America's oldest textile mill. It still runs, 1821, and it still runs. I got a coffee cup from there, and it's. Let's go.
I think, dude, if you got
don't lie to me, big man. If I come to my tent, just come on my couch with a campfire. We'll cook.
I think in one night sitting around a campfire would be one fucking hell of a night because we're gonna be fucking laughing and you're gonna pee yourself, man.
Dude, I got a barrel out back. I got wild rabbits. We'll eat some wild rabbits on the campfire. We'll smoke some dope. We'll go, dude. The Mulcatan's got an iron furnace from 1895 where they burnt mercury, and it's still there. And it's a half hour from my home, and no one goes there. I went to those wild rabbits running around. I thought it was on acid. It was an old graveyard in the fucking woods. You fucking bastards would have a boner walking around. Get the fuck out here. Come hang out. Haunted Souls Paranormal, haunted with a Z. We gotta go. Historically haunted vodcast, Haunted Souls, SOULZ, Paranormal, with about 2 minutes to go. Doug, to Zach, Dan, you want to give any shout outs before we go?
No, might as well.
Jules Paranormal.
Oh yeah,
Heidi Taylor.
Yeah. She's on
Zach, what's your favorite porn channel?
Six beers in.
He's 6 beers in, man. He's like,
shout out Jules. TikTok, you can find her on Jules Paranormal. YouTube, Jules Paranormal as well. We were just at the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. She's got tons of videos. Susan as well. Her mom, you can check out her book. I just found out she has a book signing soon. Yeah. Susan,
how can they find your book?
Yeah.
She's on there. How can they
talk? 2 hours into the podcast, and now this is fucking open. Zach opens up, you bastard.
It's called the
Look for Courage, man.
I get it. Well, hey, you know what? We're gonna go over until TikTok kicks me off because I don't give a fuck, dude. If Doug's gonna go home to mama, go cry in the corner, you can just log out. I'll you cats.
So here's the thing, Adam.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for finally checking in 2 hours into it. Yeah. This will be on the. I already drank my 9% beers.
Hey, Zach don't talk, man. He's like the tech guy, and he don't. But man, you get some beer in him. He's a chatty Cathy, man. He's got some in there now.
9.5. I've had 2 of them. That's 18. That's 19% alcohol I've had on top of 2 medical marijuana joints, and now everybody's chiming in. You cocksuckers! We're gonna keep going until TikTok kicks me the fuck out. Y'all are a blast, Linya. Great show. We're gonna go into the 5 more minutes. We're gonna go right till 10.
All right. Jules,
so what do you guys like for? What do you guys like for horror movies? You guys like horror movies? I'm a big Jason Voorhees fan, big Halloween fan. Rob Zombie. I've met Rob Zombie.
Oh, there she goes. She commented on it.
What is it?
Halloween.
She's at Amazon and go to my Facebook page, Charles Parrott, Bank Robber. That's where you can find the book.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Sharon. Parrott, send me a friend.
Oh, Heather just called you out, Adam. This is great.
Oh, fuck.
Not on TikTok.
I'm on a little bit.
You're on StreamYard. I thought he kept saying TikTok. I'm like, why is he on TikTok?
I'm not on TikTok now, but I shared you guys on my TikTok Historically Haunted Vodcast, and Doug shared it and said, I can't wait to be on, man. I really like the show, blah, blah, blah. But I shared it anyway. But anyway, it's not about me because I fucking want to collaborate with you guys. I literally am independent. I get sponsored by Donnie. I used to be part of the Warren Legacy with Chris McKettle and Ken Torres and all of them, but I'm not anymore. I'm independent. It's pretty much just me and Heather, but you guys come to Maine, man. Ryan might be coming up. He does some filming, but I'd love when and where is the next Haunted Souls Paranormal event? I believe it's this Saturday,
YMCA.
Correct?
This Saturday, haunted in Rock Island, Illinois, haunted YMCA.
Lori, go to their Facebook page. Hey,
July?
interesting.
Oh, Lori
You know,
knows us. She's a longtime friend.
How does Lori know us?
Yeah.
She's just doing it to be smart.
Lori
we
knows
met
us
her
and
at the,
people at Haunted Souls.
I get you.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Usually towards the end of it, we have 2-3 people watching. We got a solid 9. You guys get some hardcore watchers here, or you're paying people to watch. That's pretty good.
Adam, I'm going to tell you something right now, and I told Doug and Zach this last week. It's weird that when we start our podcast on Tuesday nights and we open up, we're not on yet, but you can see the people come in. There is a steady 9 to 10 people fighting like, oh, I'm the first one in, and like the chat is like they're paying people. It's amazing.
She's joking. No, I know. I'm listening. I hear it. I know what you say because
it's amazing to see that many
people
people
sit there
spend
and
their
gloat,
time
but
to come see us.
it's interesting.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Well,
how
you guys are interesting what you do, but you're comical, you're fun, and it's addicting. And I think it's fun. It's refreshing. People tune into my chat a little bit. It's fun. I had Sandy Johnson on a couple weeks ago. She was Mike Myers' first kill in Halloween. She was also in Playboy in '74. Doug, you were there for that. Haunted Soul Society. My Facebook has been over a week behind on post. Yes, Haunted Souls on their group page. They let me share all my bullshit on their page. But I also invite a lot of people. They're always like, welcome new people. And it's always 1 or 2 of my cronies. I go, sweet. I don't feel so bad posting when I got cronies liking them. Look at Zach laughing, the liquid courage. He's just starting the podcast. Zach, tell me something funny.
I'm going to move on the street here and just let him. Yeah. I'm going to walk away for a while.
It's the Zach show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more like the Strawberry Festival.
Strawberry fields forever.
We had Kenny had supplied 2 30-packs of Busch Light for our Strawberry Festival. Yeah,
I think Zach drank a 12-pack himself.
Shit, it was more than that.
And I tell you right now, as the later the date was, the more he talked to customers and people that came into because we were a vendor that night, the more he was hanging on the tent like this, like, come on in, want a card?
Dude,
I was sitting there like, what the hell?
Liquid courage, brother.
Yeah. And he looked at me. He's like, I'm going to sell that dial by tomorrow.
I even gave you a time. I'm like, 1:35.
Yeah. He was all like, vote of confidence. Yeah. So Lori is actually with Haunted Soul Society, which is another group here in St. Louis. And the funny story is that we had the name. Okay. That's why we changed our S to a Z. So we weren't like them because they were in St. Louis. And the first time me and Doug went to a Paracon, I was like, oh, shit, Doug, look across from us. And it was Haunted Soul Society. We were face-to-face at a vendor and stuff. So we met Lori. They're a great group of people.
Coolest people.
Lori and Nick and all of them. They were. They actually came out. Some of them came out to one of our events. And then we went out. Me and Zach went to their event and stuff. And they're actually another good paranormal group.
We went to a haunted estate sale. And we were waiting in line, and the first 2 people that were up there, I was like, "Look who that is up there!"
Yeah, it was Nick.
It was Nick and
his wife.
Yeah.
Can't think of her name now. But they spotted us at the Odyssey convention. Yeah. So they're another good group that we like, that we follow.
But it's cool though because it's different, and if people search it, you're only gonna find one Haunted Souls with a Z Paranormal. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of neat. It stands out. It's kind of cool. It's not, you know what I mean? What the fuck ever, right? Everybody with their goddamn infringement. Makes sense. I had historically haunted paranormal, right? I had Dustin Perry on from Ghost Hunters, and then him and Zach fucking Morin from the Warren Legacy. They're Lorraine's nephew. They do a historically haunted event, so I call them out on it, and they block me. I'm like, what an asshole! Fuck these people that think they're known. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But I tell you, man,
to like tie it back to us and why I feel like we are the way we are is there's too many. I feel like paranormal groups that are gatekeepers. They're just keeping it for themselves and like not how we are. Whereas we're all about giving back and everything else that
you guys
promoting others too. I mean,
we promote
groups.
I mean, Adam puts tips. I mean, all these people post on our group page all the time. We promote. We're all about paying it forward. and letting everybody.
That's why I said I got to have them on. You guys are so modest, and you let people share. I'm like, let's go on and spread the love of Haunted Souls with a Z, Haunted Souls Paranormal, because you guys got a lot to do about your knowledge. You got love. Zach, Dan, Doug, and of course Maddie. I mean, she's behind the scenes, but it's you guys, all of you guys, and you guys get so much going on the rest of the fucking year. Any of you guys want to write a book or anything anytime soon?
I'm not much of a writer, but
I'm
I
in
would.
a book.
Yeah, he's
What,
in a
Zach?
book. Zach's
What's
in a
Zach
book.
say?
I'm in a book.
Really? Really?
Yeah,
What
my
book is that?
My photos from McIntyre are actually in Tori
Westhoff's.
Westhoff's book.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then hopefully we get some better pictures this weekend because she's writing a book about the YMCA that we're heading to Saturday. So it's kind of cool. I mean, Zach, that's his little, photography and stuff. I told him he should start selling his pictures at our vendor thing. Start blowing up, making
Look,
prints.
Zach should post a public photo. Look, you got a little fangirl. They're all loving you. Julie's and fucking Lori.
Yeah, I think I just posted.
See, it's cool you guys are into it, but Doug, you're kind of solo. Doug, is your old lady into this? You got any family into this, or you kind of just roll your own dice until you're with the boys?
No, I was actually going to these by myself, much like the concerts by myself. But no, I have a lot of support at home. Greta's really supportive. Never said no. She's always.
I respect.
She did her first ghost hunt. When was that? In April, when we had the Minnesota events. So she had a blast. So fangirl.
Julie's is totally getting all fucking jumbled up there for you boys. Killer. You got a fangirl. That's killer.
Adam, there's a reason.
Yeah,
we need to sell pics. Holy shit. It's got to be the beard thing. My old lady Heather loves the fucking Flavor Saver. I tell you, it's a good deal. All right, boys, we got to get going. We're at 2. We'll break the record here. Doug had to go. What's the longest ever? We're pretty much at the second longest ever. You always bring up better things to do.
Take that
As we go here, we've about a minute and a half left.
We'll take that number one spot.
You pretty much had it now. I feel bad.
We want Haunted Souls to be the number one spot, man. Ain't that right, Doug?
She loved Flavor Saver. I feel bad. People are like, this guy could talk forever, but it's fun, right? Julie's is laughing. I made someone laugh tonight. Heather's laughing. Fuck
you made a lot of people laugh tonight.
Dude, honestly, a rush, all of the rushes like you guys. When I go by a place, I'm like, a cemetery stop. A haunted building stop, right? Fucking A. You guys dig the real shit. I can be friends with you guys in real life. You guys come to me, we're going to have a fucking blast. Fire.
Yeah.
Dude, our multiple...
Zach, come right in my spare bedroom out. You live in my podcast room. $100 a month. It's yours.
Doug, our ultimate goal, really, what me and Doug would like to do as a company is purchase a haunted location. We thought that would be really cool to buy, have our own building, our own, mansion, jail, whatever it is that we could purchase that we could do. Brothel. Hey, why not?
People can do that now. Matt Warner, Hartsville Hall in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we could buy a building and do this out of our building, that would be, and there's so much you could do by giving back when you have a building, and stuff to help other people and, and stuff like that. That would be really cool to have a building.
Buy that one in Pennsylvania. Pam will be our caretaker.
Yeah. But see, you're not dick bangers where you're just going to get it, rip money. I can see you guys putting money into it and building it up, upkeeping it, making it better, building fame and fortune and history to it.
Well, and that's what our company's based on, Doug, right? What we've seen, they make mistakes. We've made improvements on those mistakes. So what you see, people making mistakes on how they're renting their building out or doing stuff or ripping people off, we go the opposite way. We are out for the little people. We're starting to make our equipment. Our equipment is a lot cheaper than we sell REM pods, cheaper than people they do online because not everybody can afford all this lovely stuff, and the equipment's expensive. So we just look out for the little guys because that's who we are. We're all
have top-notch shit. To have top-notch shit, it is. Lori says it's a place for sale. Susan Tecker says great show, fun night. John, who won the free bracelet, says great show. Thank you. Fun night from APS. Nice meeting you. He's gonna be a fan. He's gonna be liking and sharing your shit now. You're not gonna rid of him. He's gonna be like the little redheaded stepchild that you give bread to. He's not going to leave you alone now. We're going to give him the peanut butter.
Susan's a realtor.
One night.
She
Thank
just
you,
sold-
Adam. Thank you, guys. We're going to get going. I'm only allowed 2
Okay.
hours. I'm going over. So from Doug Severs, Zach Fairfield, I believe. All right.
Feed it.
And Dan,
Feedback.
I don't know your last name. They're just new
Dan
friends.
Klein.
Stiff me for days. All right. From Haunted Souls, Paranormal, Haunted Souls with a Z, Historically Haunted Vodcast. Those will be up on the YouTube channel tomorrow, Historically Haunted. Check them out on Facebook, everybody, on YouTube, but especially on TikTok. And I believe Doug's new spread on Playgirl. So check them out, everybody.